I'm gonna queue one right now, but then after this, we're watching Star Citizen live. It's gonna be in 20 minutes. They're gonna show us. So every year, there's 3 major events throughout the year. There's the IAE in March, right? And that's like the 4th of July in the game world. It's like where they sell the military ships and like like all that stuff. There's a focus on that. Then you have October and the 10th, which is the game's birthday. That's like the anniversary of the game. It's when the game kind of quote unquote like started. So there's always a live stream event where there's like a big convention, sometimes in person with cosplay events and booths and all these things. Last year was like 5,000 people event. It was pretty crazy. But this year it's not an in-person event; it's an online event only. And they said it's going to be different. So everybody's doing watch parties for it right now. Everybody's tuning in. They're gonna check it out, and then in November, in the end of November, is the biggest event of the year. It's called the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, and it's not just for military ships. It's for every single ship in the game. The game is free for like a whole month almost, and there's the biggest sale, the biggest ships, the biggest everything. Is that? Biggest discount too. You get the game for about $40 instead of 45 or 47 or whatever it is after tax. And we in. Oh shit, we actually on attack now. My bad, I need to lock the fuck in. Hold on, I need to adjust my stream a little bit. Oh, we're gonna take this one down. I don't need to stream up now. The fact that they're playing like in-game ads like made with machinima is crazy. This is pretty funny. I'm gonna actually go to the orb, the oobs, and we're gonna make this.
There's a guy right there.
We'll do that for now, and then we'll go back to here. I need to go back to this. Okay, I'm about to actually start playing the game, I promise. I had to set up my stream first. My stream is a little bit better now. God, my description, like KemG reminded me too, as well. Alright, I'm locked the fuck in. Yeah, go left, go left. Take the big building. Up top. Up behind you, behind you. There's someone flanking you. Behind you. I'm dead ass behind. He's dead. Okay, I'm making a hard, I'm cutting across here. I'm cutting across. From where? From where? Okay, why are you just sitting up there, bro? We gotta push, bro. I can't get you. Yeah, you're in a bad. I'm dead. Fuck. Behind you? There's behind you. The guy standing on my. Oh, okay. We all did. There's a hard push on the left right now. Yeah, we need to keep going to the left. There's our team is going right now, like a big mass of us going right. So if we get thrown on the left at all, we're cooking. Right here in front. Dude, how are we both dead, bro? And he just lays your ass out too. Cool. Man, this is some bullshit. I can't kill him because the other retard's in front of me, and then guess what? He just gets 2 free kills because the other guy's like, okay, I'll just block all Babbitt's bullets. That's cool. Can't even spawn in on either of you guys. You're just getting laid out by this one squad of people. Just kill them. Throw a grenade. Throw a grenade so they can't keep peeking the corner. I'm gonna pick you up. Throw a grenade. Yeah, there's another guy even farther behind us now.
Yeah, he's coming around from the middle, swooping in on our left flank.
36 years of a successful cargo flying career.
They're in this building right up here. These teammates are fucking retarded. I can't do anything. There's 3 in the building in front here.
I don't.
Need a medic!
What? Okay. There's another
That,
one.
whatever
And
you're
there's a kid
screaming,
behind
it's
me
like
in your spawn.
black screen for me.
It's supposed to be.
Oh, sitcom.
Hmm.
20 minutes? Evan, I can't believe that.
Well, tough.
Battlefield 6 so far.
That's good. I haven't played the campaign yet. He just finished it.
Does it seem like a fairly polished game? Like it better be.
It's the best Battlefield launch ever. I don't think that's calling it too early.
It's pretty. It runs really good.
I'm killing them as they run away.
As in, like, game mechanics and how
I can't hear you at all, bro. Could've sworn I turned you up. Okay, you're even louder now.
turn everyone up all the way.
No.
Just kidding. Don't ever do. Especially with, wait, Kirby, that's, brain, you know? Brain. Results.
Yeah, we're in game, bro.
We're on the block.
Take it to Pound Town, guys.
I need a medic!
Brandon, come on, come res me. We had no one playing medic.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's me.
I see a bunch of Chinese people, but
Great.
I'll be right back.
This site is beyond fucking platform.
dude, there's people like in our spawn that no one is shooting. They're all shooting at the people up in the building. Shoot the fucking person right in front of you.
Yuri, are you gonna get Battlefield 6?
Yeah, eventually.
Come on!
Fucking bastard. You guys gotta use smokes. Equip some smoke nades. We're having a hard time pushing like we are right now.
No, I'm sick of this fucking nerd. Fuck you, nerds. Fuck you. Reload, motherfucker. This is about to grab you.
It's fine. I'm gonna switch my loadout. These guys won't res, so. Oh, it's a stun. I don't want stun. I want to play, or else I have to play this shit then. Fuck.
Oh.
Oh, you get send nades on this class. Okay. There's like a lot of people there. Maybe throw a grenade. Dude, come on. Where am I getting shot from?
Tapes. You need to go to settings and turn on 4 tapes. It makes the game sound so much cooler.
Alright, push, push, push. I'm reviving our teammates. Let's go. Go, go, go. I smoked it. Go, go. I smoked it. Go. There's one more up top there. Two more. Drop him, drop him, drop him. He's trying to res him. He's trying to res him. He resed him. He resed him. Throw a grenade on the bodies or something, bro. Like, when we kill them like that, we down a bunch of them, throw some nades on the body or something. I'll just swap to smoke so we can actually push, and then no one else is using their util. Behind you. They're dropping behind you. Behind you. Our whole team's falling apart behind you.
I don't know, I just killed like 10 people right now.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. And 10 more drop behind you. You gotta turn around. Yeah, these guys are some fucking farmers, bro.
Need a medic!
Don't go through that doorway.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck it spawns us there. It's some bullshit. Dude, they're literally prone in our spawn. What the fuck is this? I'm smoking it. Go up to the right, yep. I'm dead. Same guy. Some guys killed me like 5 different times. I don't even know how that's possible.
No.
I love when I do 93 damage. I love doing 93 damage.
Dude, how does this Maple Leaf guy just keep getting infinite kills, bro?
Wait for you.
Fuck you, buddy.
Shit.
Dude, I'm getting my dick stomped on.
I'm trying my best here.
I gotta stop using the M4. I just don't know what else to use. I don't know.
That was 8. Not very close. Not very close.
If our team didn't suck, they would shoot someone and fucking kill them. They wouldn't just get laid out over and over and over again. They just run into the stream of fire like bots. I'm like laying some cover fire here. Trying to smoke it now. Smoked it.
Fuck.
Trick sighted!
There.
Oh, it's a flash?
Dude, there's so many.
Oh yeah, there's like 84 million in this building on me.
Let's move! Your lightsaber!
Jesus Christ.
People can't. Running out at the wrong time.
Sigma. They're just bending me over and spanking me like I got bad.
You gotta
grades.
use cover. It's the only thing that's helped me at all is using tons of cover right now.
Yo! Yo!
Dude. They just need to change the boundaries so the defenders actually defend and don't fucking attack the whole time. Like, what the fuck is this?
This Phoenix that is the top of the other team is so pissed at me because I have 10 kills and like 8 of them are him.
Oh my god!
Time for contact!
Yep.
They killed me at 3.
Pouring into our spawn.
Yep.
Holy shit, what a win. Spell it. Spell it. Fucking spell it.
I wish I could do back shots like you can in DLC.
Come on! Thank you!
I'm killing so many, bro. I'm trying to push this shit. It's fucking impossible. We're running it down the left. We're running it down the left right now. Go, go, go. Spawn on me if you can. We're running it down the left. We're running it. We're running it. We're running it. We're running it. Yeah, spawn, 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 spawn. Go, 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 go. We're running it. We're running it. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. We gotta go deep. We gotta go deeper. Yeah, they're on to us.
I'm just terrible. I'm so bad. I lose every like 85% of my guns.
You're always okay. So how many of those gunfights? Well, probably 85% of them. You're sprinting. They're not. So that's how it works. Not gonna change.
Like, see, I just spawned. Like, that's not even me being bad. I literally just spawned.
These fuckers are inner spawn, dude. You just gotta get used to that. It's not gonna change. You gotta account for it. I ain't patching that shit.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Inarguably, dog.
I think I pushed the spawn line back like a whole fucking 10 feet, and it would make all the difference.
100 fucking feet, 100 yards.
7 minutes.
They should be able to leave the building and go to the next little brick wall. They shouldn't be able to go all the way through the fucking fire station or wherever the fuck that is, out the back door, into the garden, into our spawn. What the fuck?
That was really autistic.
Well, it's not really the devs' fault because the devs don't think that everybody's a retarded COD player and just W keys through every doorway without checking any corners. But that is what 99% of the people playing right now do. So what happened is that we got the COD team. They had a Battlefield team that just sits in every little corner and uses every little piece of cover and just fucking farms it up. And then we got a team that their best strategy is they W key through an opening and get mowed
Seems like
down
they're
by
committing
somebody.
A. Never mind. Never mind. One just shot my cam B.
I'm not gonna queue another here. I'm gonna watch this live stream here. I'm gonna take a dab and get ready for it to start. I'll watch the intro of this live stream, and then if it's a little bit mid or something, then like if it's a boring part, then I'll play Battlefield, and then when it's interesting, I'll stop. Yep, that's how we travel. By elevator. Ellen DeVaderus. Oh, what? You think this is for you? Little kitty want a cookie. Cookie for kitty.
Yeah, you're blind.
Oh yeah, Battlefield.
She's no cookie for kitty.
Good shit.
Yeah, I'm level 23 now. I can do the weapon assignments.
Bro. Tell me why the Sentinel and the controller are getting the kills.
I know the lore. I know why everyone's fighting. It's not really like.
Let me cover C.
Added you back, Dylan.
What's up?
I added you back on the EA friend
I
request.
can
thing.
indeed.
This is true.
Yes.
I pulled up with the crew. You know how we do? I'm on the block to keep it hot.
What the fuck?
Bang bang. Chief Keef.
4, 3, 2. Oh, my mouse broke yesterday.
Buddy broke
Oh,
his
yeah.
mouse.
I did.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. How did you do that?
So I have like a little monitor stand right next for my second monitor. And it's made out of wood or whatever. And the mouse, I like try to do like a flick. And I just like, maybe like, you know, you drop the mouse from 6 inches off the table, like off the ground.
Oh,
About,
smash.
no, I didn't smash it. I just, like, you know, you just drop it from like a few, like you just pick it up and then you drop it on your desk. Would you think that would break your mouse? You think that would just totally break your entire mouse?
No. No.
So what I did is that I didn't even do that. I dragged it and I bumped in the right side of the mouse, the right side. Bumped into the little stand, just a little bit, bumped into it. All of a sudden, my left click doesn't work anymore.
Oh,
Like,
that's right. You
my-
can't full auto, right?
Yeah, so I can semi-auto. And it happened right as I started experimenting with the semi-auto and a gun. So I thought I just like bricked my game. So I restarted like 10 times. I wanted to find out my entire mouse just broke on me the day of the game coming out. It's cool.
Bruh, you blew
So-
it up.
So I'm using a really old, super shitty one that's also broken right now.
Big L.
Someone's garage.
You just get a glorious model. Glorious model. Fire ass.
I can't join Dylan.
You can't join Dylan. But can Dylan join you? It's a cookie. You don't want cookies. You're a kitty cat. Kitty cat doesn't eat cookies.
I'll just leave here. I'll get you.
You guys gotta get level 23. Get level 23. What level are both of you? What level are both of you? You're level 10?
Yeah. What's your name on here? Bart?
Bart Simpson.
It's Slipped Biscuit.
It's what?
Slipped Biscuit. If you got a friend request.
Oh, there we go.
Let's go.
Okay. When the live stream says 1 minute, I'm gonna take another dab. We'll get the Bruce banner in the chamber.
I joined.
You join me? Okay, bet.
Yep.
Alright. Bruce Banner in the chamber chat.
We got this place for like an hour and a half. Ish. Big Beaver is flying through the air.
Big Beaver Man energy.
Sees it.
The lion.
All right, cheers.
Alright, cheers. I'm gonna go take a puff, but I just can never get it.
Yo, Dylan, can you see my stream though?
No, I don't have two monitors set up.
No, you need to see it.
At my old place, I did.
You're gonna be like hearing about it. Now you're gonna be seeing it. No, fuck. Here, cheers. 3,
My teeth.
2, 1, cheers.
Big Beaver. Say Big Beaver.
If it starts with Chris Roberts on the stage, that's another dab. That's the rule. Or should I go get some soju and we take shots, do a drinking game?
Dude, Unreal Engine, you little fucking grandpa with an LMG. You suck cock from that point.
Dude, it's literally, I called it.
Build an architecture, deliver a universe with incredible detail at massive scale, seamlessly and where thousands of people can all play together. Server meshing has been working pretty much flawlessly at scale for the past 9 months. It has brought a more populated and active verse with up to 700 players online and in the same space at once. It's greatly increased server performance and delivered a much more responsive player experience. I couldn't be prouder of the team. They delivered something no other online game does presently. There may be other games out there that claim large player counts, or even the ability to mesh, but none do it at our detail, scale, and seamlessness. Of course, there will be continued improvements to server meshing and to Star Engine, but having moved past this last big technological hurdle has allowed us to finally focus on quality of life and stability improvements, something that has long been overdue. We're about to deliver our 9th patch in 10 months, with content that has brought Star Citizen storytelling into new and exciting directions. We pushed more than 24 features and more than 2,000 bug fixes. And while there is still a long way to go, the game has gotten more stable.
This is him response to all the people that are mega critical.
More of you play every day.
That say server meshing is broken, it doesn't work, it's not even real, they didn't do it, and there's no new features. People are like, there's no new features this year. There is, they're just not big headliners like crafting, but that they're gonna show us. I think that's this year.
Now, as those
You'll see.
stories come to a rest for the time being, it's time to look forward to the next chapter of Star Citizen, where the instability in Pyro and the callous actions of some pave the way to new adventures, new locations, and new threats. Last year, we announced our
New
next Star
adventures,
Citizen
new
War
locations, new threats.
home to the People's Alliance
Nix,
of
Nix,
Levski,
Nix.
bordering the Vandal threat. Today, we're proud to share that your adventures in Nix begin not next year,
This year.
next month.
Next month
Star
is Nix.
Citizen
I just
first
called
system
it. I just called it.
online
Next
and
patch
Alpha
is
4.4.
Nix. Alpha 4.4. I
systems
literally
in
just
1
called
year.
that.
That's only possible because of the tireless work of our development teams.
I
Server
literally
meshing
called it
accelerating
exactly.
what's
I literally.
possible, the
I gotta
support
take another
teams
dab for
behind the
that.
scenes, and most importantly, all of you. Now, I do miss that we're not all together under one roof this year, but in many ways, we're more connected than ever. Across the globe, many of you are gathering at watch parties, 9 of them with our developers in attendance, and countless others springing up in communities everywhere, and all happening simultaneously today. So even if we're separated by oceans and continents, we're bound together by the same passion for space,
Cheers.
for discovery, and for this incredible universe we're building together. Whether you're
This
at
is
home
72.
or alongside your crew at a watch party, grab a drink, sit back, and let us
Grab
take
a
you inside our
drink.
up-and-coming
Chris said
plans
it's okay.
for the next year of Star Citizen.
Oh! It started. Dude, this is insane. It's like a movie.
Dude, this is like the most action I think I've ever seen.
I'm talking about what I'm watching on live stream, dog.
Oh shit, well, this is awesome.
Yeah, I know. Battlefield's always crazy, but I'm watching CitizenCon right now. Yeah, that was Levski right there that they just showed. That's sick. The bar won't go away. Oh, there it
Alright,
is.
hold on. I'm gonna tune in on my own.
Dude, it just started. Dude, you welcome to Nyx. You know, it started with Chris doing like his best speaking he's ever done,
With the foundational
and this is Rich
technology
Tyre.
now
Now
in
this is the game
place,
director.
The content development of the game is no longer restricted, allowing us
I
to
just got
forge
fucking
ahead.
So,
with
what
building
they're
out our
telling us,
first 5
Kemi,
star
is that
systems. Nyx
after-
will see the much-loved Levski landing zone.
after the
added
first
back to
5
the verse,
systems are in,
while
that
also
there's
bringing
no
one of
like
its most
hard
popular
timeline on
planets
systems. It's just like,
online.
oh, this one's ready. Okay, we'll just throw that in this patch.
Here,
Like
you'll experience a new combined arms operation.
right now,
that
there's
will
kind of like a
introduce
narrative
new
being built
factions
between the
and
first
new
5.
adventures
So
for
like
you to
they're
discover.
doing them
With
as
this
the narrative
edition of
allows.
our 3rd star system, we're also going to do
Dude,
something
Nyx is awesome,
that's
bro.
at the heart of the entire Star Citizen experience.
What?
And that is to build it right in front of you. As we have done this year, with the addition of several major locations, such as the Hathor facility or the Lazarus complex, we will continue to unveil new Nyx content throughout the year. It's a slightly different approach to how we deliver Pyro, but we feel this gets the content into your hands sooner and shows our intent as we continue our march towards 1.0. I'm so incredibly proud of the work our teams have done and are continuing
Dude,
to
I
do,
fucking love
and we're
whatever that
excited to
is.
have you on this
Holy
next step
shit.
of our journey. And as with any journey in Star Citizen,
All right, get
begins
to the
with a
ships.
little
Get to the spaceships. I'm tired of no more talking.
Oh damn, they got us.
No,
I'm
dude,
taking
the,
me now.
you miss it. The first cinematic that was like this digital icon thing, it built the Levski landing zone like one fractal at a time. It was actually great. It looked like a movie. It was crazy.
Spanning multiple patches.
It was just like a
creating
transition.
living backbone for adventure.
This
across
is
the The first was Pyramus.
the story. This is the story director for the not the single player but the multiplayer story director.
Brutal and determined to wipe out any
Here's
threats
that a lot of
across
people
them.
don't like them.
And with this month's release, you'll now take part in the conclusion to that story.
I'm sure.
The second was Science Run Amok, with the regen crisis, throwing the Empire into chaos. And
Whether
you'll
people love it or
all
hate
jump
it,
in
this is probably gonna be the last
with various
Battlefield that has one, anyways.
response.
So
Through that journey, we pulled back the curtain on ASD and its shady
just be happy it's
practices,
there.
uncovering
Got it for
long
$70
forgotten Onyx facilities, and met new characters like Dr. Logan Yorit and Detective Arkham Meller of the Hokro Agency. And just like the Pyramus Burn storyline carried us into a new system, Science Run Amok is now setting the stage for Nyx, the next step in the larger story we're telling on the road to 1.0. As this new chapter of Star Citizen begins, let's hear from just a few of the team members working to bring this next era.
There's new
of our
music in the
universe to
background right now. I wonder if this is Nick's music. It sounds good. Oh, dude, this is the jump gate to Nyx. It's like teal. It's like teal and purple.
Systems
That's
first
sick.
discovered, the United Empire of Earth, the UE, came out and did scans and kind of found out that the system wasn't really
Scanning?
planets
Are we
were
getting
large, terraformed,
Look at
the
this.
resources were
They're using the
together.
they're using the
Open.
Terrapin right now, which is
And one
unreal.
company saw opportunity where the UE didn't, QV Planet Services. And so they expanded into the system and tried to mine as much as they could, making a very slim margin by the sheer quantity of resources they were pulling out.
The system itself sort of ran its course from sort of a large corporate interest perspective.
This is the Mega
And then was
Chungus
most
lore
of them,
master. He's the
Now, this
lead lore guy
ended
for
up being
everything.
a deal situation for the People's Alliance,
Bro, what are
who
you
were
talking
a group
about?
of revolutionaries who were trying
This,
to overthrow
I'm just
the
making
dictatorship of
it simple. Like they
going on in the
so a new person shows up on screen. They have like has their title and what they do, but like what does any of that mean? I'm just like that's the Mega Chungus lore master. This is the
They wanted to
This
make it
is
everything
showing
that
them
we
in game establishing Levski. This is crazy.
They set up what they saw as their ideal society.
This is
where
kinda
everyone's
cool.
Voices would be heard, where everyone would be equal. But they've fallen onto hard times. So Nyx today is kind of at an interesting point in its history. Now that the UE has kind of transformed itself into a democratic
Dude, did they just
society,
show somebody
what is
spray painting? Are we gonna
well,
get
what are the
spray
people's
paint?
alliance?
Dude, that's such not a good idea.
And
But
we still see vampires.
this made like me drawing with the blood.
They see their role is still trying to create a free and fair society. But on the other hand, they have more problems than ever. And there's new threats lurking around every corner. And they have to ask, are they prepared to handle that? Or do they need
Yeah,
to turn
there's
to the
20 new factions coming to the game, bro. And some of them are actually really cool. That's all leaked. I heard all the voice lines for the mission givers.
Making a star system is
Oh my God, Dylan, we're getting.
you approach it from
so
kind of two angles in a weird
Alright.
way. What is this
Cheers.
system bringing to the gallery? How does this new system?
Well,
plug
you
into
see
it?
what they're
What does
doing
it
right now?
bring to the
Kemi, are you
table in
watching
terms
like
of a
how
flavor
they're just kind of
experience?
giving
You
us
wanna make
little
sure that
drops of
whatever it's
gameplay
bringing
or
to the
footage, but then they're
company
not showing us
is unique.
anything of like what we know
some
Nyx
flair
is
to it.
supposed to currently look like, really. Like besides the jump gate, that was cool.
So the Nyx system is a remote system where people want to go and live free outside of the pressure and influence of the UEE. It's a remote and rugged system with a lot of hostility coming from the ever-present threat of Vandal.
It's kind of like a frontier-esque thing. It's not lawless like Pyro, it's just kind of out there. Pyro's more like a Mad Max wasteland, and Nyx is more like Silverado or like Deadwood, right? It's kind of like a smaller scope.
The emptiness and the loneliness is the defining factor. You're still going to find gangs, you're still going to find hostile presences, but it's where people go if they want to live off the grid.
The People's Alliance is the main peacekeeping force in Nyx.
They were.
There's leaks that the Peacekeeping Alliance has like actually like a pretty stacked fleet with like named cap ships you can like board and walk around with high rep and stuff. It's looking good.
Build our own society, but build it the way that we think it needs to be built.
They're not perfect. They're just people, but they're doing their best. They want to help keep Nyx safe and make it prosper.
They are trying to do the best that they can, but are faced with the realities of dealing with people, which is tricky.
Is this our first view of a planet?
Pyro Star is kind of a warm star.
No, this is Pyros.
Stanton Star is quite neutral, and the Nyx is a little bit cooler. The system has its star, and it has this dark, really, really dense gas, sort of nebulous cloud. And it has points of light scattered around it, and those points of light...
This is what it looks like flying in the cloud.
Really, really hazy.
Dude, this looks trippy.
So because Nyx
Dude,
is
they
void
better
of
not
empty
add
space,
some
it was
fucking
important
space
that we
critter
have a
that
gap
attacks me in
between
this.
the Nyx
They
gas cloud.
definitely
So
are.
just in
That's
between the
terrifying.
clouds, see a piece of the Vandal space.
What? You can
feels so
see
close that it's even, like,
you can
protruding
see
some red
the
light.
Vandal space from.
The level designers are
That's
using it as
crazy.
an actual visual indicator of where to place more dangerous POIs. So if you point your ship in the direction of it, you should find, as we build it out, that
You
you
miserable
will
bag of
be in
dicks.
more and more danger. And I think that's really cool.
What? Excuse me,
To give
what?
more atmosphere, I was testing out
What did he
adding
just
some
say?
sort of space snowflakes,
Me?
essentially. So when you look
Why are
towards
you
the
asking
sun,
about the
you can
bullshit
sort
that
of
comes
see
out of my mouth all of
that
a
sort of
sudden,
like
bad?
sparkle.
No, it's bad.
Dude, are you
But then
seeing
when you look
this?
away from
I
the
am
sun,
watching it.
you'll see the reflections and
Oh,
sort
he's
of
just
like
floating
little
in
glints
space?
of light.
Dude, this is the new star system. This is the new star system. It's coming out next month.
We'll have one from
Live.
Pyro to Nyx
What
and
happened to
one
that guy
from
floating in
Stanton
space?
to
Did he get
Nyx.
ejected from a
It
spacecraft?
should
He could
be
put the
going
body still?
from Nyx to Castra, but we're essentially bypassing Castra temporarily.
Hey,
Dumbass
we want to make
boy.
sure you can get there any way you want.
Dumbass boy, sit the fuck down.
Glacian Belt is
That's cool.
a
Look at this.
huge
Yes, it's
asteroid belt.
Glacian Belt.
That is in sort of the
Dumbass
middle
boy,
of the
sit
system.
the fuck down.
Glacian Belt is.
You see the asteroids are different. It had like magnetic ripples on it. That was actually kind of cool.
More shit to
That's
crash
what fields we use for
into.
planetary rings and.
Dude, that's you when you come out of the gate, you're inside the Glacium ring when you come out the gate. Like you have to be, it's like Pyro on crack.
Resources that are still left
This is a new
unharvested
area, kind of like
because
Pyro.
it's kind of a tricky spot for
It's different. It's its own
not
thing.
as lawless as Pyro.
That's
but
not as
it's a
well.
different
It
government.
has its own dangers, guys. It has Vandal.
More sharp, like sorts of like icy look,
Is Star
rocky
Citizen good?
cliff line.
Yes, bro.
very different.
You can
from
try it
those
for
in the
free here
Pyro
soon if
and
you're
Snap.
skeptical.
One of the big differences too is
Dude,
all
I
of that
wanna-
extra added
it'll
movement
fly
that just
every
adds
year.
a little
Yeah,
bit
you
to
try it for free. Make sure your
also
hardware is
a
all
good
good.
hiding spot
They've been
for
optimizing the
people
fuck
who
out
are
of it, so you
trying
can
to
probably run it no problem.
Capture, maybe
By
some
the way-
And it
damage.
looks great on low settings. I played it on low for 5 years, bro. It looks great.
always feel way more interesting flying in those spaces than just, you know,
Dude.
empty void.
And,
Dude, do you hear the-
we've
you hear the
got lots of
music?
places built over the next year. Lots of places.
This
to
is this
go.
is this is Nick's music. Ooh. When the game's over, check tune in the stream. They'll probably show something sick.
In the Glacian belt that QV Planet Services had built a mining base on. That
Okay,
got taken
they're gonna show
over
Levski.
by the
This is
People's
Levski.
Alliance and renamed Levski.
Final Levski. The People's Alliance is sick, bro. The landing guy, he's like, oh, good to see you again, bro. Like when you land, it's awesome. I love
Like
it.
the place
It's my
where
favorite
you
place.
Stop before you do your panning.
This is literally, unlike Pyro, where there's a couple like the stations that are gang controlled. This is like the one place. If you're not friends with the People's Alliance, like if you piss them off somehow, like you're kind of cooked in Nyx. You got to be very self-reliant. This is my favorite part. You just fly right through the fucking whole thing.
Over the years, you're sort of improving the generation method of those asteroids to culminate towards this specific.
Yeah, the
point
asteroids here look
to make
really good, actually.
large, explorable location. When you fly towards the Levski, you see this huge gas ring around it. It's scattered small, mid-sized pieces of the asteroids.
Well, Levski is immediately apparently unique by the fact that it's a facility clamped onto the side of an asteroid. The breathtaking views of looking into the belt instantly gives it a unique charm and flavor.
Yeah, like you look out the window in your crib in Levski, and you can like see the belt like that. That's pretty sick.
You will also see growing out from there and alongside Levski.
Why is
There will
everyone
be
camping in this
landing
little
pads
house?
along
Dude, our
what
team
I
is
call the
retarded.
spine.
Ooh, I like the hangers. So there's a circle.
Lots of industrial pipes.
Oh,
and
Talon.
Transport systems to bring out the refined mining.
Oh,
materials
train! There's a train! Choo choo!
Before
Let's go.
we were using
Autism is peaking. We got spaceships and trains in the same
Satisfactory players will love this one.
But now it
Dude,
kind of meant that we had to
we're gonna
create
have
an
resource
asteroid
networks with the
something
trains here
focused
soon
on.
that people can do. It's gonna be crazy.
If we took the whole shot,
Well, you see, like on the outskirts, there's like those towers and stuff. They showed people living in those in the original.
flight underneath.
Yeah, when you go down here, look out.
Gameplay. So this is
Yeah,
exterior.
you can.
Condo elevators.
I don't know if you heard. They literally said that since Castra, the other place this is supposed to connect to that's lawful, isn't in yet, that the Castra jump point will temporarily, like, you know, not actually in lore, but like just for gameplay purposes, go to Stanton instead. So there'll be 2 ways to get here. You won't have to go through Pyro.
Main landing zone to walk on using.
Which is kind of sick. I like the everything being a trifecta, not being a linear line.
Wherever you want.
Yeah, look, isn't this cool? Like, it's Armistice, and you just can fly around. You can explore wherever you want. Just like 0G and fly around. It's like ArtCorp, but like when you see a building over there, you're like, okay, just peace. And you just like go head over there and just check out the building and see what's up.
A downtrodden or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
updated location. It
It's
has a
not
sense of
messy
order.
like Pyro. It has law and order, and everybody there is positive. They're like all friends.
Has people living.
Stronger together, bro.
Before, and
They did kind of LGBT. Oh, they're gonna show us interior.
more in
Let's go.
line with the newer features that have been put in since, but also visually and.
This guy looks like a D&D dungeon master.
Wanted to add and
He looks like a dwarf.
like a good
A
standard
dwarf.
for a landing zone.
He's got like the freaking
There's a large statue
thing.
of Anthony Tanaka.
Yeah,
who
Anthony
was a
Tanaka,
child
bro.
And was being worked to death. All of them were. And
You see
Anthony
this?
Tanaka just had a break.
This is where me and all the homies took our first smoke sessions and Star Citizen is in front of the memorial. Pay our respects.
And so he became
not even
a
kidding.
sort of a figurehead.
And kind of was one of the linchpin
Yeah,
moments in seeing the fall.
yeah, we did it in front of the Tanaka statue and paid our respects to him, bro. That's what all. That's your rite of passage in Levski. You gotta pour one out for Tanaka. I'm not. It's in the lore, bro. I just joined and then people told me what to do and I was like,
So
okay.
you can go through the
Sounds
cargo
good.
shop. You've got your normal kind of cargo needs. You'll have.
I like this. It reminds me of the military base in Anchorage. I used to live on the military base for like 2 years in Anchorage,
If
and
you were to die in the next system, then one of
it's
the
kind of
places
what it
you
looks
might
like
come
on the
up
inside.
from is the hospital in Levski.
Mercy.
So
Oh,
Mercy Hospital is just basically it's a local med station for all the residents of Levski, anybody traveling through the system.
oh, dude, Jason comes out in like
medical help
34 days.
When you arrive at the HAB's location, you'll be presented with a lobby, elevator bank, and then you will take that.
The rats are here.
The HAB room.
Oh, they look like the G-Hex have rooms, but really nice. And oh, they're like G-Hex, but they're actually clean.
They're not the nicest, and they're a bit messy, but they're a home to people in Nevsky. If you head down,
Dude, they got deep fryers. They have deep fryers frying food in oil, bro.
Into the Grand
I'm not even shitting you.
social and commercial area of Nevsky.
Grand Barter, yo, that looks. The Grand Barter looks nothing like. Used to look nothing like that. Looks really cool.
You're telling me I can
And
get
that includes
space
things like Cordries, which is your
Corvus, that's already in the game, yeah.
Also conscientious
You have
objects,
nutrition now.
weapons. There's also one of my favorite places, Cafe
Musical,
Musée, which is
Cafe
where you can go
Musée.
down into some of the more rocky depths.
This is new too.
Grab yourself a drink. And
This used to lead to nowhere, so I guess that's what they wanted to. Yeah, it's treacherous getting down there.
More around the Grand Barter, there's other routes around and little side passages.
Yeah, it's just like
that was a hint. I feel like that was a hint that we need to go to the fucking music place.
Teachership shop.
that's what I'm saying. It used to lead to like a little admin area and then nowhere, but now it leads to that big ass place that has all those other places that sprawl off and that thing that goes down. So yeah, it's contested zone or the stations in Pyro. You can just find loot crates in the area and secret areas. Refinery's looking good, bro. It's a unique refinery interior. This is cool.
Processed goods, not just from Levski, but from
Yeah,
the Nix system.
If we literally get nothing else in Nix, they said like they're going to be adding more to Nix as it goes. If we literally get nothing else in Nix but the planets and this and Levski, like that's already all we need.
Mining type of gameplay.
Again, it's the perfect safe haven, but they're gonna have the Vandal attack Levski or some shit. It's gonna be crazy.
I
Yep.
think it really provided.
It's been gone since 2019, bro.
It's.
I was in the game for like 1 month before
Love
when
it.
I was
I'm
playing, and
working
then it went
their
away.
hardest to make it a great place to live.
Yep.
This is a location that has a lot of nostalgia for you guys, and we don't want this just to be.
Yeah, exactly. It has a lot of nostalgia for
Wow.
this.
It's not going to be as complete as
Dude,
Pyro
the
was when it first came
Glacium?
out, but it's going to be our first iteration.
It's way
and you're gonna be
smaller,
able to
so I
see it
mean,
grow
what does that
as we
even
work.
mean?
Like with everything, we're always learning and improving and finding new ways.
I mean, is there anything more Star Citizen than just building the system while the players watch us build it around them?
Going to add a nice dynamic to
Oh my God, there's a
Stanton
fucking drone.
and be a much more calming
This feels like Ukraine.
style system than Pyro.
The people that would have played it before.
People say it's
love
gonna
to
be-
see this come back, and the people that haven't seen it before, it's going to be a great new location.
This is the first time that I'm going to be able to touch stuff and kind of bring my own content to the game, and that's really exciting to me.
Yeah, he's
Levski coming
46
back
and
into the
50.
game is a huge milestone personally for me. So I worked on the original quite some time ago. So seeing it come back and updated and improved and better is fantastic.
Oh yeah, back up on my feet, boy. Try it.
What's next? Show me something cool next. Show me the big ship. Show us the cap. Show us the Anvil Capital. It's time. Don't sell it to us today. Just show us. Get people's freaking second loans on their second mortgages on their houses ready for the sale.
You're probably asking yourself, what's the new gameplay activity we're going to be doing? So let's find
It's
out.
Vandal, bro. It's
Welcome to
Vandal
Nix
harvesting.
is your first experience.
There's
in
a
the space
a
station.
faction we're gonna need to join called the Shattered
It's a
Blade,
mystery
bro.
to be solved. There's
gonna be crazy.
things for the player to explore and look into. There's going to be some twists and turns, of course, some combat, and if you're lucky enough to survive, maybe some good rewards.
This is basically a continuation.
Oh,
kind of our ASD
the
story.
leaked
So
stinger. Maybe they won't sell it. You'll have to
what we
earn
call
it in
science
Nix. Okay.
storyline
It's
we
clicking.
had
I'm seeing it
revealed
now.
that ASD had been
Yeah, that guy had a
procuring
unique Hazy? How
sort
did I
of
get that?
very black market illegal stuff in order to conduct their experiments. So
Have you been into engineering?
this
Engineering's
mission is
crazy, the
basically
final
gonna be
room.
Continuing on that trail.
So the Navy has learned that illegal tech is being sold in the UAE, and they're hiring Intersect to investigate. Intersect Defense Solutions is
Everything, it's like GTA.
a military defense contractor in the
If you don't like
So the Navy
shooting stuff
contracts
and blowing stuff up in spaceships, or like playing like Tarkov shit and like shooting and looting on the ground, it is heavily combat focused right now. Like all the more like there's not like a cooking profession, although you know you can go get food and stuff. We're about to get base building and crafting, but what we're talking about right now is they're adding the third star system to the game. There's only 2 right now.
Come from Intersect Defense Solutions.
That's cool as fuck.
Intersect have.
But it's not like No Man's Sky or something where everything is just like RNG generated. It's like all built by hand, so it's like Skyrim.
Come back online.
So they want the players to figure out what's going on.
Where is this?
So when you come out of Quantum and you start
That's
your
the
approach
gate,
vector
jump
to
gate?
the objective, you'll be weaving through asteroids, going through the glacial belt, and slowly the station will reveal itself. Now,
What
this
is
an
this?
old QV logistics station. It's pretty beat up, it's pretty derelict, but there's some points of interest that you'll spot as you go through. So the station itself shares design cues from old Pan Am stations found in Pyro. This architectural design found its way over to the
What
next
is
system
this?
as the system was being established. But you'll
Dude,
also
there's like
see
a
some
thing in the
additional
middle of
design cues
that.
QV's planetary services were adding, so it's a nice transition architectural point. It's fairly skeletal in design. You'll see logistics yards and cargo yards, but also facilities pinned inside the asteroid, creating this network of facilities. You'll notice there's a Polaris near the main hub. It's not a normal Polaris. It's damaged, it's broken. It's not a standard corporate Polaris. So at this point,
Shatterblade
you should be asking yourself,
Polaris.
who does this belong to? Away from the Polaris, you'll see struts leading to asteroid
Dude, the
bases.
Shatterblade
These
icon looked
asteroid bases
crazy. Did you
are
see the
locked, so
decal?
you don't know exactly what's inside just yet.
Looked insane.
But all of this comes together to form the playground for the mission to take place. So not only is this facility unabandoned, but it's also under attack from a surprising but familiar foe.
Dude, tune in.
Dude, what? What are we doing?
Stream.
Oh shit.
It's a stinger. They're gonna behave totally different in combat than the normal, like the people we
Don't really
fight
know
now.
what they want, don't know why they're doing it, but it seems like whoever's running the station is really pissed them off.
Vandal raiding parties have been arriving in the system, and
Dude, new Quantum?
affiliated to any clan.
There's the
small
new
groups
Quantum?
coming in and picking at
Wake
them.
up, new
But as
Quantum
time
just
goes
drops.
on, those
Go.
raids are getting bigger and more frequent.
There'll be the scythes that you're familiar
This
with.
is next month, Eli.
Waves and blades that we all know and hate. And a new craft for the PU, the Vandal Stinger.
This is a two-person. Should have an interior. Or no, they took it out. It doesn't have a turn on anymore. Huh?
On arrival asking you for help.
So at this point, you have a choice. You can either bug out, mission over, or join the fight.
The Hornet.
Time since the PU launched that
With a
you'll be able
ballistic.
to fight against
Ooh.
Vandal aggressor ships.
This fight.
You know we're joining the fight. That
Of
man's
course,
in a
bro.
Hornet.
Bro, we gotta protect Levski, dude. Levski's gonna have a driller show up or something insane like that. Driller would be the biggest. It's twice as big as the Bengal, bro. If a driller pulls up, that's the smallest ship they'd have raid Levski, bro. And it'd actually be a challenge, even for everybody. Like the Idrises would be like,
encourage you to do because
is everybody else showing up? Because we don't want to just get clapped.
what's happening here, why these QB stations have come back online.
You dock your ship, you board the station.
I know, it's so
and
hard.
It turns out the inhabitants here have a real surprise for you.
Look,
I wonder if
look,
they're gonna make it so you can
look at
steal
this.
Vandal weapons.
Look at this. Look at these guys.
These guys are
This is the
not
Shattered Blade armor. Do you see that?
Of course, it's not going to be easy.
You're
because
ahead
the
of me.
people that are inhabiting the
Oh, I
station
see
are
that.
going to
That's
fight you
cool.
every step of the
I
way.
want that
The
armor.
fight will be
I want my
challenging,
heavy
but this
armor.
definitely will be the warm-up phase of this mission. This will be
This is the warm-up.
getting a sense of
You know how
what
I
exactly
love
is
my
going on
fucking
here,
heavy
who
armor.
these new people are. They'll be in
Dude,
unfamiliar
so to
armor,
join the Shattered
they'll
Blade, you
be
gotta kill the
using
Shattered Blade. I'm loving
unfamiliar
it.
Weapons. And we want you to get a sense that you are in a new place, in a new territory, fighting.
Dude, listen to the music. The music is fire. Is this like the combat music?
So after
Fucking
you survive
fire.
this initial ambush, you get back in touch with Intersec, and obviously the question is, who are these people? Why are they attacking? Why are the Vandal attacking them?
At this point, there's more going on here than anyone thought. The directive from Intersect is to explore the station and collect as much information as you possibly can.
Along the way, you're going to get to explore some new areas.
It's not just the space station. There's the disabled capital ship. There's asteroid bases.
Dude,
nearby,
freaking
obvious
Marauder
installations
pods.
there, other
Marauder
forces
pods in the
that
PU. They're destroyed, but
there's a debris
it's a
field.
step.
Explore the locations in any order you want and try to find out who these people are and why the Vandal are after them.
You'll find new clues. You'll find ways to solve the puzzle of what's going on at the space station, and find out what kind of loot they have for
So
you,
it's
never
established from what we know about the leaks and lore for the Shattered Blade that they have like defended against raiding parties entirely on their own. I don't think that means that they've killed a king ship. That would be kind of crazy. But I do think it means they've at least like scared off a driller or some shit.
And repeat this mission.
What just happened?
Find
Why did we
ways
do-
to do it even better, even faster.
There'll be a different story and different flavor. Obviously, we can't have the same thing happen every time. There'll be other
Why did I
missions
do
that
that?
Intersect will offer.
I'm super excited to finally see the Vandal in the PU.
I'm excited to bring cool Vandal ship combat to SC.
Players in the PU will now get to face down these awesome ships and get a taste of like we already have it in Arena Commander where you get to fight the Vandal swarm, and being able to do that in the PU is going to be, I think, a heck of a lot of fun.
Looks like
For us
I don't
for
see the
hard
turret.
and adding great content this year. We're also being able to introduce the next star system and introducing the next landscape to tell new stories. And add
Yeah,
new
see,
gameplay
he's saying,
into
oh,
the
once
ever
Nick's in the
expanding
game next month, we can introduce the next one.
There.
And then the next
If you're at
one.
one of
So.
the watch parties, please raise a toast to the great work that all the teams have been doing this year.
So this is
And I'll
just
be
the
right
intro
back
to
in
the
just a
show.
few
This
minutes
is-
to look ahead at some of the things coming in 2026.
Yep, 2026. Here we go. This is at the studio, dude. Look at their studio, bro. Holy shit.
And welcome to the Voyager
Their
Bar.
studio is insane, dude. It looks like Orison. Their studio is
Staff from
Orison.
Cloud Imperium Games Manchester is gathered for their very own CitizenCon Direct watch
literally-
party. As the
Literally live in
dozens of such
Orison.
events happening at
I'm there.
locations
I
around the
live
world,
there.
we've
Technically, I'm
gathered
there.
today to
Yeah.
watch this sneak peek
Everybody
at just a
dropping
little
Orison
of what
right
the
over.
next year of Star Citizen has in store for everyone.
Got pizza.
Oh, that was really good, everybody. I'm Jared Huckabee, your host for the
I'm about to go
Best
get a bottle of
Cities and for the
soju.
show today, and let me tell you, it's not a
Dude, no,
joke.
you know it's a
not
good
gag.
fucking company
Next
'cause
week,
you see
we're
people
hitting our
drinking
9th
Guinness.
patch in 10 months, and then in
They're letting
November,
them
we're
drink
going to finish out the year strong.
This is in the
with
UK.
the
That's all they
arrival
do
of
over
the
there.
Nix
Oh,
system.
okay. Yeah,
And
no,
in
that's
case
fair.
you
This
missed
is
it,
their
if
the
you were
studio
chatting
is
with
like a
friends,
giant like 50-story building, and
not
it's
the
in
lawless wasteland
Manchester.
of
It's like one of the
Pyro,
biggest
folks.
game studios in the world.
but an independent system with its own set
They
of
just
rules
finished
and
building it
laws
last
and
year.
multiple ways to get
Been
there.
building it
It's
for
an
like 8
exciting
years.
time for everyone at Cloud Imperium Games because
But like the
architects of
interior
our
is
business
insane.
universe
There
said
are
at the start
rooms
of
you
the
walk
show,
into it, and like if you
foundational tech
blink,
that
like
we've
you're
been building for so
inside
many years
the
has now unlocked us
Constellation
to bring
and
more
other
to
ships in
Star
the game.
Citizen than ever before as we continue our journey towards 1.0. Now, before we continue with the show, let's get a few housekeeping tasks out of the way. First, we're simulcast on YouTube and Twitch. So if you want the keen communities of Twitch or the 4K ultra high resolution of YouTube, you have your choice. Second, throughout the broadcast today, we want to see and hear what you have to say along the way, and you can tell us on social media by using hashtag CitizenCon. we're especially interested
Start
to see
tweeting, guys.
photos from
Start-
those watch parties that are happening
start
across
blowing
the
it
globe,
up.
and we're going to find some way to bring a few of them into the broadcast later in the program. Third, we've also had a citizen
Start saying-
contest going for people to create their very own slice of life in the PU videos, and we played the winning entries during our pre-show countdown. The offerings were super varied. The idea was to work with a team to show the life of a miner or a hauler or a bounty hunter or whatever. But one
Life
guy
of a
just
what?
said, I'm gonna make a video about how awesome I am. And I respect that. So shout out Nocturnal Revenant. I don't remember if you were one of the winners getting an L21 Wolf from Kruger for their efforts, but you won the coveted Disco Lando Complete Narcissist Award. Good job. And to all the winners, I'm sure someone will either be in touch with you about your wolves or they'll
Yeah,
just show up on
before the stream started, they were playing some of the submissions for like the animation contest, and they were insane. They were insane.
Either way, if
The
you missed
animation could
pre-show
be
and are curious if
like
you won,
hand drawn or
check the
CGI,
replay
or it
after
could
we're
be
done
done
here
in
today.
game like a machinima. It was good.
I just realized that my bosses, Chris and Sandy, are sitting in a movie theater watch party in Switzerland right now. A completely captive audience. So real behind the scenes here. This is especially torturous for Chris right now because he's super excited about the next segment we've got coming up. Aren't you, Chris? And you're just sat there right now, forced to watch and listen to anything I say. Do either of you regret
Dude.
that decision so long ago?
Like he's,
So
he's
I've probably pushed my
trolling,
luck
bro.
enough. Let's get to the next thing. When Nyx arrives next month, it'll have Levski, the Glacium Belt, and the new...
No one regrets that decision. If they take Jared away, we riot.
Throughout 2026, we'll also continue to build the Star
He,
System
he
out
can't,
with
he's
new
the only
features
one
and new
that speaks honestly. All the other people are like corporate,
unique identity
like
from its sibling star systems, but continue to set Star
he'll
Citizen
be like,
apart
so like,
from other video games altogether. Now at this point, if you're
I'm
running
not
one of
gonna
the
talk.
watch parties, you're gonna want to crank your speakers up for some brand new music from the Maestro Pedro himself.
all right,
And
can
let's
we
take a
go
look at
higher?
some of what the next year has to offer for the Nyx system.
All right, I'm locking in. Headphones up. You better be watching, bro. You're gonna get banned from my server for all of eternity.
At Cloud
That's true.
Inherent Games,
I'm gonna turn off
we
my lights too.
believe art inspires the best technology, and through the development of that technology, it pushes
Is the horns?
us
It's gotta be
to
for
create
Castra.
art. When
Like
Genesis
the
comes,
military ass
this
horns,
universe
it's gotta be
next
music for Castra.
It will change how you experience every world, and not just in the building of the new planets for the Nyx system.
Is this
It will
Planet Tech
also
V5
create
committed?
Stanton and Pyro,
Yeah,
and
Planet Tech
reimagine
V5 committed. This is what he's about to say for next year? Is Planet
More
Tech V5?
traditionally, we'd create slices
Because that was
of
just like
life,
ambiguous. Like
deserts
we'll
and
do it
forests.
whenever.
This approach moved us forwards and got us this far, but solving the scale was always tricky. And for Star Citizen, we like to do scale on another level. Issues like seeing tiling from our height maps from high altitude, or the unpredictable blending when two biomes connected, were common. But ultimately, things just never felt right. Our worlds were gorgeous.
I think
but to
I
us,
think
they
this
still
music is
sometimes felt
Cascom
like
music.
interpretations. Now this was a super hard problem, which we needed to solve at the scale the Star Citizen requires. We challenged ourselves to emulate nature in the most believable way, and not just on a
Dude,
unfair
is this
scale,
thing gonna show
but
like
to
a
all
like
detail.
a demo of like a final version of like a Planet Tech V5?
With Genesis, we've made a complete paradigm shift to how we do things. Biomes are now created
Bruh.
based on the physical data sets, with the assets being spawned whenever and wherever.
Yeah, I think this is supposed to be.
criteria
This is
found.
Cascom, I think. This is
So when you
Castra.
see a forest or a
The
meadow,
F8.
It's no longer because an artist painstakingly crafted it there. It's now because it simply wants to be there. It fits inside our rules. Genesis also ties into our other gameplay systems.
Dude.
Our new planets are built from the
This-
information we create for our different datasets.
Moo moos! Moo, can we get a moo in chat?
Soil type, soil amounts, geology erosion data.
Moo! Dude, this grass looks unreal. We touch grass. No more touching grass in real life, guys. Touching grass in real life is over.
Be suitable for it. Where scree piles exist below sheer cliff faces.
Dude, this looks like an Unreal 5 tech demo or some shit. Like with the rock test, like rocks on the ground. Ooh, alien shit, like little bulbies.
Direct the look and feel we want.
I want a little bulby.
Detail.
This looks like some Star Wars shit.
The smallest flower is still our core DNA.
This is on. I think this is in Pyro. This is on Bloom.
We can now keep that detail-orientated mindset.
Ooh, is this on Bloom too? It looks like it. The sky looks the same. Dude, swamps coming to Bloom. Let's go.
Genesis provides our planets with the ultimate sense of exploration and adventure, discovery in the purest emotional form. We want you to find that perfect place, with the planets providing an abundant resource to harvest. This is a major part of what exploration is for us. We want that feeling of finding a corner of the universe that you'll fall in love with, and where you want to settle down and build your home. Now I'm going to hand you over to Will to go deeper into what we have built that allows Genesis to realize our vision. As a reminder, some of the visuals you'll see.
The fact that they're so mod friendly, bro. Think about this. When this fully releases, they're gonna support an 8K overhaul for everything natively, for every texture, everything. They've already committed to that.
Thanks, Ian.
They'll do
So,
even
in
more
case
if
it's not
people
very clear,
want.
Genesis
And
is
then
our name for a
anybody,
group of
someone will
technologists
just create like the photorealistic shader shit like Cyberpunk, so you can play this game in VR with the
quality that we all expect.
I don't think any game's gonna look as good as this at the current moment when this releases. I don't think anything will look as good as this.
And instead of just
Why is it
highlighting
not
some
more
really cool
popular?
biomes that we can create, let's go ahead.
It's got
and show
a
how all this work
long and
applies to
troubled
the upcoming
history,
planets of Nyx.
but these last few years have
So there
been
are 3 planets in Nyx.
just
Nyx 3 is a gas giant.
straight progress.
And I think it's blue. It's
but
not gonna
a lot
say,
of
I don't
people
really know.
turn negative because they follow the game for so long.
Nyx 2 is a yellow,
hard as
toxic.
It's the biggest learning curve of any like multiplayer game you can play right now, aside from like I don't know Kenshi or something. Like, there are other more like info dense games, but I don't know if there's any more mechanically dense games, because the mechanically dense games that have more than this, they only have more than this right now. In just a few months, like this game could surpass them. That's the problem. This game's exponential.
Nyx 1 has got a
Nyx
rugged,
1, okay.
remote beauty. It's got a diverse set of
Oh, so we've been
biomes,
seeing
from
Nyx this whole
rocky mountain
time.
ranges
Wow.
To vast sweeping forests and grasslands.
Wow.
And from damp, expansive wetlands to claustrophobic
Dude,
festering
this is.
swamps.
Look at this.
These core biome concepts give us a fantastic platform to
Everything
hone
we just
our
saw
knowledge.
is what we're getting
In
next
some
month,
cases,
bro.
Because the current tech couldn't do them at all, or because we want to completely step up our
Wait,
game.
does that mean Planet Tech 5 is coming this
So,
year?
Let's approach this planet much the
It
same
means
way that
starting
you
in the
play
new
it will,
system.
from orbit.
And then next year.
Oh, they go
they're
back and do
redoing
all.
everything.
Okay, yep, I
Yeah.
missed that part.
Far
Thank you.
more tied
I
to
missed
what's
that part.
present on the
I got you.
surface. Previously,
This is why we watch
different
things
data
together.
that drove the orbital and ground
Yes,
color.
yes.
That's because the orbit was designed to look like
Dude,
vegetation.
look how good it looks from far away.
Ground
Now,
coloring was trying to be a mix of soil, rock,
like
and
here, he's talking
organic
about
colour
like how it
forms
draws
the
it from a
colours
distance now. Dude, it looks insanely. Dude, look how good that
We
looks from a
offer
distance.
Much more of the data in a unified way. When you look at Earth,
Keep
you
in
see
mind I am
blues
a few
and
seconds
greens
behind
for
you 'cause I'm
ocean
watching it on
and
my own.
vegetation, and
Roger.
brown or yellowy tones for sand and soil. We wanted to keep it as simple as that. The same set of textures and data that define the color of the
Like
soil
this looks like the Halo Reach, the Halo ring, bro, from Halo 2. Like this planet that we're getting in Nyx 1. It's like Halo ring from Halo 2 planet. I'm not even capping. It is. It is.
Topography maps, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It looks insane. Like it already looks really good.
and allows you to identify features, geologies, and potential points of interest.
Bro, I'm not even trying
Oh,
to
you
right
know what
now.
you know what I hope they
Let's
bring
go
I
to
have.
the surface
with better
and
scanning.
start with something closer
What?
to what you're used
Where
to.
they make
but in a whole
planets,
new light.
but like they have missions to where you can scan and create maps
for like companies.
Yeah, that's data and data running. That's
When we
supposedly
approach
coming with the scan refactor. Dude,
surface of the planet, we want to
you're
start
about to
by
get it.
focusing on just
It's like a
soil.
panoramic from the side of a cliff, and it has like the rocks and the foliage. Look at how crazy the density is.
Detail at the ground scale. To combat this, we've added
The
a new
detail
layer of
at the
data.
ground scale, it looks like Witcher 5 demo on crack. I'm not even joking. It looks like modded Witcher 5, which isn't even out yet. It looks crazy.
Existing 4-kilometer terrain tiles based on slope,
Dude, this is
flow,
next
and
month.
erosion data. And these medium tiles don't just create height changes.
Both
they
this
also bring
month
in
and next
local
month, there'll be
erosion data
times
with
you can play the
soil
game for
and
free.
bedrock size values.
I'll send you my
This
referral
gives
code in
whole
a
new
second.
level of terrain detail, of scale, and allows us to create far more unique locations.
Dude, this is literally Halo 2, the planet. Is it Blood Gulch?
now that we've nailed the
Anyone?
surface,
Like
let's have
with
a look
the
at
grassy, rocky, with bro, it's like Blood Gulch. It's like Blood Gulch in 4K.
Firstly,
I'm
the
here for
design
this.
feature, cliffs.
Me and Dylan were just about to play Halo 2 while we were waiting for BF6.
We need to make Blood Gulch outposts.
This adds
Yes,
such
yes.
a new dimension to steep
Let's go find a little.
Blue base.
Okay. I can live with
You know
that.
what?
We both be living in
Big
Blood
one
Gulch. I can live with
for
that.
vehicle enthusiasts. Rocks are now found not scattered everywhere, like spilt popcorn at the cinema, but only in places you'd expect to find them, thanks to a brand new rock scattering algorithm.
This guy
that
is
isn't
like a
known
real
to-
life like mega brain geologist that they hired to just like learn. Like he's like, I've never done any of this before, and then they just showed him. He's like, with the tools that make it easy. He's like, no, no, no. He's just like clicking.
So if you're still
He's the guy
crashing
who's
into
like designing the lava.
Ground mining is gonna be so much better.
Dude,
in
I'm
this
literally
system.
looking at Blood Gulch right now with
assets
moo-moos in the
themselves
field.
have had a glow up too.
And there's bloody rocks, dude. No, they know what they're doing. There's literally bloody rocks in front of the Blood Gulch thing. They know what they're doing, dude. You'll see
Ties
it.
into how we'll be distributing minables in much more
Oh,
interesting
dude,
ways.
you literally are calling it. They're talking about ground mining right now. You're predicting
So now
it.
that our base terrain and rock
I
scattering
think I'm
looks
gonna
good, let's
buy
add
a
some
mining
vegetation
vehicle to
and
stick in the
explore
back of my
some
Cuddy
additional
Black.
biomes.
The rock is like 100K. Go grab it.
Next one's forests and grasslands are full
Oh,
of
you get the
trees,
Geo too. No,
various
Get
grass
the
species,
Atlas Geo, I think.
rock formations.
Bro, it
and
looks
they're
like
found in all sorts of
it
other
looks like
there's
a
something like
valleys, open plains, and
but
dense
there's something like
this looks like living in High Rock.
Whistler's Crypt.
They begin
here.
transitioning
That'll look
Oh,
fucking amazing.
dude, just think about it. Everywhere is gonna get reworked. It's gonna be at max, dude. Microtech's
Our
gonna be like,
forests are
mwah.
super cool. Let's focus on the grasslands and wetlands today.
Dude, the grasslands and the wetlands. Dude, you're telling me I could have like a moo farm on the grasslands here?
Obviously,
I'm here for it. Dude, this is like where Anakin and Padme rolled down the hill and the moo-moos pooped on
There's gonna
them.
be cows outside.
Large enough quantities.
It's a cow farm. I got horses in my car like a farmer.
Spawning, shaping, and shading grass.
Yeehaw, finna pick up your daughter.
With Genesis, we now leverage GPU.
He won't beef, I'ma have to get him slaughtered.
Assets across all biomes, whether it be dense meadows.
That looked like fucking
Yeah, I know, dude.
Wetlands.
But it's, yeah, dude, that's the next thing they're gonna say. They're like, well, we've showed you where you're gonna go, and some of the things you might do. But what about the things you really want? They're gonna do that. They're gonna show base building and crafting. It's been leaked. It's coming. Dude, the new driving. Look at the guy. Oh, you're not there yet, but watch him. Yeah, new driving. Literally new driving. He just went right over that. Like this car actually has weight and isn't made out of air.
Well, yeah, you said earlier that for all the drivers, they.
Oh, I missed that. I'm yapping too much. Yeah. Oh, okay, but yeah, I'm talking about the other things, like this underlying physics of how the wheels work. That's why there isn't the other wheeled vehicles that are tiny little vehicles that are still concept aren't in yet.
I think I'm gonna stick to a hover bike and go along with you.
Dude, when you see the Tumbrel, you haven't seen the Tumbrel bike with the Omniflex tire yet, bro. With the boost and the guns on it. You haven't seen that yet, bro. You don't roll out wheels yet. That's why I'm saying there are ground vehicles with wheels we don't have in the game yet because wheel physics are so bad. But since it looks like that's done,
when viewing the same biome from 10,
that's
20,
good.
100 kilometers away.
I'm hitting. Dude, dude, you can see the river lines
New complex regions from very
on
large
the
distances.
topography
There are
map,
almost
bro.
infinite
This is unreal.
perspectives from which you can see a location in Star Citizen. So, how can we afford to evaluate complex spawning logic at runtime for the entire swathes of the planet? Enter the virtual terrain.
Oh my, okay, this is
Virtual terrain, or
start.
VT for short, is how we now cache and represent our terrain at varying scales. This has been the enabler.
Wait, are they
for
like
lovely
going to?
advances in terrain complexity and asset spawning.
Oh, that's how many
how we
assets are in it.
represent vegetation from
Yeah.
distance.
So it's like Minecraft rendering, but there's like it's like a Russian nesting doll rendering, like Minecraft rendering. You see that? It's like that's crazy.
For all of our biomes,
That's super smart
now
though,
able to
actually.
use the same shading model for the distant representation as the close-up asset, whether that's our lovely rolling hills, the more dramatic rockscapes, those muggy wetlands.
Dude, if I
or
can't go
even
actually
our
hunting,
festering swamps.
That's planned feature. That's one on 1.0 roadmap.
So, yeah, we didn't
Hunting
forget
and
about
tracking with no HUD.
next one as well.
Like, so you can be naked prim and hunt and track animals all across the environment effectively. Like, oh, here's footsteps. Oh, here's where the leaves are like the grass is trampled down from this kind of creature. Here's where it's moved to the side from this kind of creature. Like, that's already planned.
And I think it creates something.
Ooh, there's wreckage in the background.
Yeah. What's that in the background?
Yeah, it looks like it's like a crashed satellite station. It might be a crashed Assetio station, like from Squadron. That might be crazy, actually. Swampy Assetio station.
That's our update on the Planet Tech portion of Genesis and how we're using it right now.
So,
to sculpt
Planet Tech Genesis update means that these planets will be bigger. Like, Nyx will actually have a lot to see, just because, yeah, like, I don't know if you can tell, like, this planet maybe is, in the scale of things overall, supposed to be like maybe an Earth-sized, like, planet approximately, right?
We've always strived for.
In game, it might be like 8 times bigger than Hurston
What's
right
that
now.
long ass crash? This cloud seemed to not like it.
I did. There's a lot of anomalies in next. You'll see. It's connected to Vandal space, bro. Did you see earlier where they had? You can see in the night sky at all times a big red patch of Vandal space. Did you see that?
Up until now, our mission system has been specific to the star system you're in, meaning a Stanton mission has to take place in the Stanton system.
Oh shit.
And a Pyro mission has to take place there.
Taking cargo
We've
through the
never been
fucking
able to link these
jump
together.
gate is gonna be
but with
horrible.
the introduction of our third star system, it's time for this
Well,
to change.
get people
And that
pirating the
begins
jump
with
gate.
introduction
We're gonna be in the Polaris. We'll be
What are
security.
you talking about today?
People are gonna need escorts all day long.
Hauling missions.
Yep.
Hauling is back.
No one said Holly was gone. He doesn't even play the game.
These are exactly what they say on the tin.
Cross-system hauling
Missions
is
where
gonna
you're
be
gonna
so
start in, say,
profitable.
Stanton and end
Yeah, no.
taking
Like a low tier
various
contract,
volumes
big a
of
million.
cargo between the stations. So
But
you
it's not going to be like little bitty things. They're gonna.
for the whole sea
Yep.
and the other series of
So you're gonna need the big boys like the whole C and whole B, whole
So you might pick
B
up some
and
cargo from Ruin Station in Pyro.
D
go through
are
jump point to Stanton,
on the work
put off there
are being worked on too.
Helios.
So if you've never sort of experienced the jump point or going through it, these missions will require you to.
If you've never done that, you're gonna have Elliot such a fucking sly
No way
motherfucker.
limited. You can do them in any.
I've
sort
seen
of
Elliot
ship
in
you
the
want, any
PU.
size of ship. I'll be doing them in my Drake cutter myself, between Stanton and Nyx.
He's like one of the few devs that plays all the time, and he also yeah, he's a Drake fanboy too, and he actually hops between all the different servers.
With these interstellar missions,
Huh?
Mr. Z, our Godfather,
scripted
who
comet
started the
encounters
first
where you can be
mega-sized
attacked by
renown
NPC
server.
ships. Maybe the mission
Isn't it
giver
Sam?
tips off some
Yeah, that was his
pirates
name,
who are
but,
looking to get a hold of that cargo.
no, he's not
as well
really.
as express missions.
Oh,
which
shit.
means
Elliot's
the
pretty high up in
connection
company,
money is
yeah.
gonna go up. In the regular hauling missions might get really tight, and you've got to learn to be very fast. All of the love and care that has gone into hauling missions so far with the logistical network and making sure they make sense
Whoa.
within the themes of the
Heating up
systems,
again.
just as much love has gone into the interstellar missions we're making now.
They're gonna have the whole B in the
build out
game.
the Nix system right in front of you after 4.4 launches next month, and why we want to keep as much of what we're doing behind closed doors so you can discover it for yourself in-game and on your own. We still are excited to share with you a brief look at one of our up-and-coming locations we're calling Rockcracker.
Ooh.
I like that.
Looks like Marauders.
Okay, so Rockcracker, Jared, is our internal.
It's like
name.
Dead Space.
Rockcracker is where you have to crack a rock.
Where you have to crack a rock.
It's a big rock. You want more?
So way out into the Kiga Belt, you'll find these old QV breaker stations.
Yeah, that's what the Keeger built.
These were originally industrial facilities.
Oh, there's two little ringies. I like that.
Mining them down.
This is
Since
cool.
they've been mothballed and been left
Dude, this is like an end game where
Dude,
you've
the
got
Dead
to
Space
find
remake
your
where they
way
actually have the
inside.
ring.
it's also like an end game where they have to like they go to like the Star Forge. It's like a mini one of those.
Flipping the switch.
It's like as far as like what you'll feel like doing all the switches and shit
You'll be lighting
and
the
beaming
beacon
it.
and calling attention to these long forgotten places.
That's what I was saying. The Shattered Blade Station in the center, it looked like it had like a big one of these. I swear to God, it did.
To get working.
By the refinery.
It's up to you and your friends to find how to get in.
There'll be a variety of options. Whether you're discovering the bowels of the station and mining your way through long forgotten tunnels,
Like engineering now in
or you're
ASD.
going through the main laser entrance.
The laser kind of looks like the reactor
As
core
you're
from
traversing through
ASD,
the
yeah.
facility, you'll find the old engine room. Now, there may be ways to bring the facility back to life, kickstart the engines, and bring power to different parts of the facility. Maybe eventually bringing the laser back online and cracking some rocks.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
The
Maybe
second
eventually,
gameplay
partially, maybe you could do
is
that.
FPS.
Hey, look,
combat.
it's me.
You're not there
Yep.
by yourself.
There may be squatters and outlaws in these stations trying to stop you from what you want to do.
Whoa, was that a new gun? Yeah, bro.
That's fire.
But wait, was that a dead rig with a modified BR2 mag in it
So you found
that
this
had
facility, you brought
120
them back to
bullets?
life.
I think so.
You've systematically put power to
I think that's exactly what that was. I have the dead rig now, but it's
Activated the
super
laser.
slow shooting. If they had that little blick, that's crazy.
Fired the laser.
We're getting 4 new weapons
broken
next
apart
month,
The rock,
so maybe that's one of them.
and then you'll be able to fly your ship inside and see what's there.
Oh, what? Dude, no, wait, is this a Van Duel?
You fly a ship into an asteroid.
Yeah. You just get into your ship and fly in and start searching around and trying to find the pieces that you want to mine.
It's a geode! It's a space geode!
Dude,
It's a
that's
fucking
fire.
space
I'm really excited
geode.
about
Okay.
because it's
Okay.
sandbox activity.
That's
You can
cool,
kinda go
dude.
To these when
It's gonna look crazy on the inside. Imagine they add creatures on the inside too. Let's go. They should. Worms come out the crystal.
Enjoy exploration, investigation.
Crack it and it turns into a high value
And
worm.
don't
This
mind
is
the
all
little
next
bit of
month. I can't. This is not like years away, bro. This is next month. Yeah, look. That. So yeah, it's
That's
some
a,
kind.
that's a new gun. Yeah, that's a new gun.
Yeah, it's some. Did you see it was super modified? This one has a long barrel and a stock. The other one had no stock and a short barrel. This one has a foregrip too. Are we getting new gun attachments?
Maybe
I
we're
th-
just getting swappable like
asteroids is
stocks
big
and
enough
shit.
you fly your spaceship.
Gun
I'm-
crafting?
It wouldn't be
Oh,
worth
that
doing if you
that looks like a crafted weapon. That looks exactly like something like a crafted weapon.
promises
It's like a
to
mishmash of two things. So
They've
maybe
got balance there.
they're gonna show us something. They're gonna show us crafting or some shit. Because what? Wait, we're gonna go in there. Oh, we got the look at the gem. We just turn it into UEC and then go buy a ship. Like, really? No, they're gonna make us go get the gem because that's what you need to get like the good gear. Like, oh, you can take the upgraded pistol and then you put the gem in it and it makes the laser stronger on your laser rifle or something. Does more damage, has more range or something.
So that's a look at some of what's coming over the next 12 months. In addition to what we've shown, there'll be new mission packs tailored to the People's Alliance and their struggles.
People's
There'll be
Alliance,
events that
People's
invest
Alliance, and then we
in the
secretly
evolving
help the
storyline
Shattered Blade.
of all three systems we'll have in the game. And of course, when we begin populating these with new planets, there'll be a whole host of ground-based POIs, settlements, and structures inhabited by those trying to make their way in the verse. And all of this in service of building star systems that complement the massive corporate yard of Stanton, the lawless ganking of Pyro, and now the new frontier of discovery for the Nyx
If you
system.
gank in Nyx, which will be lawful, you won't get a crime step, but you might get temporarily banned from Levski or something, and that could be a death sentence in Nyx.
Good job, everyone. So yeah, a whole lot to take in there. Interstellar hauling is the beginning of a massive expansion.
What did Jared
in the
just say to
mission
them?
system
He
that'll let us
definitely,
connect these
they
three
definitely
star
asked him a
systems like
question, and he was like, no.
Rockcracker is just one of the next operations that'll be coming to the Nyx system in the first half of next year, where you're going to fly into an asteroid and do that thing that miners love more than anything else. Complain about PvPers getting in their way. No, I'm being told it's mining. It's mining. And of course, one of the most anticipated features coming to Star Citizen is Genesis, and what that means for the planets of Star Citizen, including the ones already in there. So let's talk to Will Hain and find out more.
All right. Well,
and I'm just remembering that Will
I
Hain
gotta
is in
go.
France at the
I will
watch
watch
party.
the rest of this later.
Okay.
All right, bro. Everyone.
Ask Slutty Bartfast over there
Good
how
to
to
good work.
use Genesis to update the planets and moons of Stanton and get back to me, all right?
Gotta
Let's see if we can
unmute
get some
everybody
keywords.
else.
What else we got?
Turn them
The
back
Citizen on digital Goodies Pack. That's a hard thing to say. That went up for sale a couple weeks ago and has a whole bunch of mysterious items in it.
No
and that's what I can
spoilers.
tell you now that almost all of them are tied to the Nyx system in one way or another. So let's find out what's actually in there. There's a gunship flight suit and helmet.
Oh,
two armor sets from that mysterious
shit.
faction causing a ruckus with a van duel. And an Intersect BDU sweater and outfit. A couple of crazy weapons that I'm certain we're going to learn about in just a few minutes. Some slick Levski swag. And finally, to celebrate the long-awaited addition of the Van Duel to Star Citizen, a cool Van Duel knife and adorable plushie, which I swear to love and squeeze and cherish forever. So yeah, it's a pretty solid haul for this year's Digital Goodies Pack, which you can still pick up right now on the RSI store. So now, let's go ahead and transition into our next segment. Much of what you see in the show today has been the culmination of a lot of people's work in... What's up? All right, I had a dream about it like this once. Yeah. Okay, so against everyone's better judgment, the thing has finally happened. Can I help you?
How do you think the show's going?
Good. We're getting the Nyx star system and the Van Duel are coming.
Kind of been a lot of Nyx, right?
Well, yeah, but it's a major milestone.
What
It
is
deserves
this?
a major
I'm scared.
showcase celebrating everybody's hard work.
It's a pyro update.
You got more, right?
Well, yeah, there's spaceships coming out.
Cool.
Wow, it's like they only scan the original community portion of me. If pictures steal your soul, imagine what face scanning in PCAP does.
Well, this has been super cringe. So I'm gonna head out.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Oh, regular Citizen Con is still better. You should have done that.
Of course. Thank you. Part of me that isn't a soulless marketing puppet. All right.
Yeah, you haven't seen that? He made a Muppet of himself.
Let's just go to some spaceships, shall we?
This is my new favorite person.
Jared's the best.
Hi, my name's John Crew. I'm the
John-
visual director here
oh,
at CIG,
dude.
and welcome to Talking Ship.
Is he
where
gonna
we're going to
show
talk
us
about
the
3
big
new ships
one?
coming to the persistent universe.
Oh no, is this just what's coming for next month. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it is the Perseus, the Paladin, Perseus
Last year has been
Paladin,
pretty hectic in terms of vehicle
and
deliveries. I think we delivered the most we've ever done in
Stinger?
a 12-month period, and we've covered all the way
and
from
there's one
tiny
more.
little snubs. all
But
the
they
way
already
to
said the
capital
Stinger,
ships.
so
We've
I think there's another one I don't know.
A few little gaps. We've introduced
Dude, listen to the
new
music.
ships from some old manufacturers.
It's gonna be that. Yep, you're gonna see it. It's the Polaris.
People have enjoyed playing with that.
Perseus is gonna be crazy, dude. They're gonna show it killing the Idris or some shit.
been a busy year. It's nice to start revisit some of the older catalogue and some of the bigger ships.
This is what we're gonna when we don't have a full crew, we won't run the Polaris. We're gonna run
It's
this.
a tie between the Wolf and the Golem.
Favourite ship in the last year? Probably the Wolf.
I feel like it's the obvious one. I'm trying to think of something else, but I really like the Wolf.
Everyone's mentioned the Wolf. The Wolf's everyone's favourite.
The Wolf, obviously, a
Wolf
return
is super
Kruger,
fun.
a completely new aesthetic to the game.
The Wolf was, it was kind of everything we set it out to be, and it revived an old manufacturer. We've not seen anything from a while, so yeah, I'm going to say the Wolf.
The Golem, I think, is just an incredibly well-formed ship in such a small package. It really just shows off that Drake aesthetic, giving you the absolute bare minimum needed to perform a role.
I honestly do really like the Zeus. I think it came out really well. It's kind of hard to pin down a favourite, to be honest, because we've released, a lot of really cool ships.
Yeah, done
Next
fucking
year we've got some super
20
exciting
ships.
ships coming up.
Kraken.
We're ticking off a few big ones, which is good.
Kraken.
We're gonna see again maybe some ships from some manufacturers that don't have that many in their lineup. There's a few big challenging ones starting. So
Keep saying big, just
they're
show
good.
us.
A breadth of ships, should we say?
He's talking the big challenging one.
Today all tie in some way to the primary factions fighting over the Nyx system. We'll start with the People's Alliance and Anvil Aerospace.
Paladin, dude. I'm buying one of
It's
these.
a very military-based brand. It's
go.
been a brand that's in Star Citizen for a long time, fighting for lots of military contracts and lore, often up against Aegis, and to the point it actually beat Aegis in the past. You will be familiar with a lot of their ships' designs, such as the Hornet and Lightning. Earlier this year, we introduced the Anvil Asgard, based on the Valkyrie chassis, which is an extremely popular offering. And this year, we're bringing the concept ship we introduced last year, the Anvil Paladin, to life. The Paladin is a gunship from Anvil Aerospace designed to support ground operations.
A gunship is a ship that's designed to stay in a sustained firefight while dealing a lot of damage, also taking damage.
We don't have a lot of gunships in the game, the true dedicated gunships. They are quite a tricky archetype to control in game without being too powerful. It's designed with a lot of firepower and high armor and health, but very low maneuverability.
It's
Won't survive a
mod
size
through,
10 though.
It's just built purely for battle. It's got lots of armor. Lots
Did
of
they
guns,
up the pilot weapons?
big guns.
It's got a very similar squat kind of form to the Valkyrie. It kind of reminds me of, I guess, like a pit bull. Obviously a very menacing silhouette.
It looks quite forward-weighted in its stance. It feels like it's coming towards you even when it's just sat still, and I think that's something that helps with it feeling intimidating.
If we swing round, following the ship round clockwise, what you'll then see is the first of the side turrets. If you notice the canopy, you'll see that there's a fairly thick space between where the glass is and the whole exterior. That's because it has deployable armor, which can come out and give you a little bit more cover while you're actually attacking the target head on.
Dude,
Really
deployable
nice kind of
armor.
dual-connected wings with the turrets out on the
Yeah.
sides, just to try and give as much kind of range for those
So
turrets.
2 size
Yeah.
4. Oh, they gave it more missiles. What the fuck? It has size 5s?
Underneath the bridge. If we come
So it
around
looks
to the
like-
rear,
I remember
you'll
those
see
are size
a rail.
4s.
Now that rail mounts the main turret of the ship, which is controlled by the
what?
co-pilot.
You haven't seen this? Yeah.
Full 360 coverage underneath, full 360 coverage.
This is already in the game on some other ships, but this is the biggest one that has this.
That way around and 180 out sideways. So really you have, between the turrets, pretty much 360 coverage in all directions.
Yeah, so one person can control the right, one person can control the left, and then one person controls a gun, and then the pilot just
All
flies.
the crew are located in this
And
one
then,
central two-story room.
A lot of our other gunships,
You can have 2 people do it too, with one person on the main gun. The pilot has the side gun slave,
you're all sat
but
together
only
with
4.
a nice, cool experience, so you can really feel like you're playing as a group.
You've got the pilot, co-pilot up top, and you've got the gunners underneath, and I think that helps with the intention of what the ship does, because you've got this really nice kind of like gunner viewpoint down, kind of giving this lower coverage.
We added a glass floor. Just
Dude,
to keep
glass
it connected.
floor,
I think that really
that's
helps
cool.
with the feeling that you're all working together and communicating.
That said, if you don't have the ability to fully crew a Paladin, you can still fly it and engage in combat solo.
Obviously not as good as if you have a full crew, but you can't always guarantee your friends are going to be online.
As a solo ship, it's pretty capable of doing a variety of missions within Star Citizen. So if you want to run this ship solo,
It's so
you can take on
tanky.
combat missions, that say other
Dude,
heavy fighters like
it's probably got a single large shield or something crazy like that, like entrance.
Coming aboard the Paladin, you enter
The interior of the ship
sort
I'm actually excited for. It looks really good.
area. You have a
Ooh.
variety of suit lockers and weapon racks.
Is this the new anvil aesthetic? This is what it looks like? Dude, if this is what the new cap ship's gonna look like inside.
Functional space,
Ooh.
but you'll find everything you need in there.
One of the improvements from the original concept is we've added a small.
They said they were like a long time ago they were working on like audio for every single manufacturer too, like new ambient audio. I think this is like the anvil audio, bro. This is fire.
Central area, you have the dual living quarters, one on the left, one on the right, and then at the rear you have the main sort of
engineering's everywhere. Yeah,
majority
it's
of the
crazy.
components are. Also within
I
the
need more
upper
engineering. I need to be able to
traversal
like
area, you
use
also have a
pirated
little breakout
fucking
area with
fine-tuned
seating,
equipment.
food machine.
Want to overclock
toilets,
my
etc.
fucking warp drive.
I think it's
What
a
the
very
fuck
cool
was that on the
idea.
table?
I think we did a really nice job of taking what was there in the concept
No,
and adding an extra
we'll go
level
back
of detail
later.
and trying
Let's
to
go make it
push
through
forward.
it.
I think it hits the nail in terms of a really solid military ship. It's really
I'm liking the
complementary to
silhouette.
some
It's kind of got like
other
that
lineups, so
spear
like the
head.
Valkyrie, where you've got this big drop ship.
Yeah, I like how it
The
fits in the lineup
Paladin's
too.
there
It
just to
looks really good.
Make sure it's safe, make sure no one messes with you, and just basically scare people away.
So this is what's going to deter people. It's like, oh, I don't care about having a crime stat. The AI will show up with like 4 paladins, and then what are you going to do? You're going to run away. You're gonna, no solo's going to take that up.
Pilot and the 2 gunners, they're basically all equal on the ship. There's one toilet, everyone's got the same style of bunk. When they're at work, everyone's at the front of the ship together.
It's really odd to me that you call that. You like that there's one toilet for 4 people.
Well, you know, it's you all work
Caught him
together, you're all
red-handed.
equal.
Caught red-handed.
Toilet seat never gets cold.
Toilet seat never gets cold, yeah.
So that's the Anvil
That's
Paladin.
freaky,
Whilst originally
freaky
listed as
citizen.
a craft,
True.
it's
It's really
perfect
true,
ship to
bro.
focus on the frontier, trying
We
to
got
defend
freaky
against
citizen.
threats.
They didn't even talk about the
Talking of
missile
threats,
loaders.
Let's move to our next ship, a replica from Isperia. Isperia are a high-end manufacturer. They specialize in recreating exotic and particularly
This is the
alien
Vandal.
spacecraft.
Effectively, what they're doing is
So
they're
the Spear Stinger?
remanufacturing them, making them.
Is that why it doesn't have the
suitable for
turret?
human flight.
It's a Spear
And the latest
Stinger?
offering from Asperia is the Vandal Stinger.
The Vandal are big, scary space aliens. They're like
Yeah, maybe that's why it has no
7-foot
turret.
Evil war race that sort of take over, steal technology, absorb it, fuse it all together into their own needs.
They are the relatively nasty aliens that you sometimes hear about and haven't seen much of yet. They also make really cool spaceships.
I like
Stinger
how
Does it have an interior? Does it have an interior?
Higher tier sort of ace pilots or
Does it
high
have an
ranking members
interior?
within their clans.
Ooh, cockpit looks crazy.
The Stinger is a competitor to something like the FA or I guess
Yeah, I was about to say, like, this is like a
Excellent
net. This is. I never want to run into
Quite a
somebody
large
using this
frame, so it's
ever.
a very, very tanky
No, thank you.
spacecraft. The firepower
Plasma
is
weapons.
almost unrivaled in terms of just both
Oh,
the
this
number
is
and
the
the size.
Isperia cannon loadout. It doesn't have the Vandal loadout.
They don't want to be in and out quickly. They want to be there brawling with big guns and taking all the hits.
So this is a thoroughly Isperia ship. It doesn't
One
have the
thing
plasma
Isperia have done
weapon.
differently with the Stinger is they have done away with the majority of the bespoke weapons.
They heard
Yep.
everyone's complaints about the glaive and blade and have stripped off the original Vandal weapons to allow customization for standard human weapons.
With the exception of the single size 5 gun.
Because it was too well integrated into the hull, even for Speria to remove.
Okay, so
All
it
the
still has
additional
that.
weapons are generic mounts, so they can be swapped with any of the existing lineup that we have in the game. By doing this, it provides greater flexibility to the end user, and this is something Xperia wanted for the civilian market. For that one bespoke weapon, the size 5 plasma cannon, functionally it is the same as the existing size 5 plasma cannons on the Scythe and Glaive, but it is a sort of Gen 2 model and wraps it in a different aesthetic compared to those models. You'll see they're very much older Vandal styling. This is
Oh,
much
so
newer Vandal
wait.
styling, but underneath it is the same weapon that people have used for years.
It has like
Our job
2
is
size
to
4s,
do
2
what
size
on
3s,
the
2
PU
size
was to take
2s,
the Stinger
and
from the
then
front
it
of the
has a
Stinger
size
and prepare
5.
for life in the PU. We took an
What
opportunity
the
to take this really well-established art style.
Dude,
and,
this thing could like kill the Polaris if they knew what to do with it. That's not okay. That's not okay.
Wings, and then underneath is real.
I think the Polaris would
organic
target it with the
structure,
PDCs,
kind of
thank
webs
God,
and
but
shit
in
together,
a
you know,
world where they
makes
can take those
fastest
out
it,
easier,
and
which
it's
is
all the kind
coming,
of
like that's
underside of the
terrifying.
vehicle, and pulls the whole ship together.
Is there an interior though? Is it
From
just a cockpit?
Vandal ships that are currently in the PU. If you take, for example, the way the cockpits are constructed.
Up at the front, we've got this big kind of bubble dome that gives the cockpit quite a unique shape compared to some of our other ships, and also gives the pilot a unique position in the ship and kind of gives great
It looks like you
visibility up
enter it from interior?
Boarding the Stinger is a little unusual compared to other ships, obviously being alien in nature.
You're going through a ramp at the rear, and it leads you kind
Ramp?
of straight up into the belly of the ship.
There is an interior. Is it tiny?
Tail, rib cages.
Dude, this is crazy.
Strange alien forms.
On entry of the cockpit, the seat kind of comes down towards you, and you kind of climb over the back of it a bit like a motorbike.
You're basically riding into the cockpit. It feels very much like you're being like carried inside the cockpit.
Into the traditional prone.
It's like a fucking dude. It looks crazy.
I'm very happy with the Stinger.
There's 3 other Vandal ships in the game. There's a glaive, a scythe, and a blade.
Suits our universe.
I think the guys did a really good job of respecting the, the direction and vision from the original Stinger.
What's the name of this one?
Vandal ships and Squadron.
Stinger.
We tried to take a lot of inspiration.
And
from
it's
movies and
it's
other science fiction
Asperia,
material,
so
but
that's
I think
a
it sits
human
well with the Star Trek
reproduction.
universe.
Yeah, it's not
So we
the
have
authentic
Paladin
one.
For the People's Alliance, we have the.
Here it is. You
Stinger
ready?
for
This is the
people
one
that
we're gonna.
really like
I'm not gonna buy it,
try and
but
pretend to be them. But what about the other mysterious faction we have running around?
the blade.
So Gray Chowdhury got his start as he was working at a cargo center out in Odin. He started being able to get his hands on some stuff that other people couldn't, items that necessarily you couldn't find on a store shelf, but you wanted anyway.
I think Gray is interested in, happy customers.
Gray market shift.
Gray just sees themselves as a conduit to get these things in the hands of people who are would appreciate them.
And I think that his latest offering is really going to turn some heads.
New manufacturer?
So the Shiv, well, we don't really know what it is, to be fair.
It's what happens when someone who is a genius at aeronautics and ship assembly is given free rein to do whatever they want. It's the best of whatever they can find lying around, put together to make something truly unique, wonderful, arguably beautiful, and just released out into the universe to see what happens.
At first glance at the exterior of the Shiv, I think most people will probably recognize there is more than a fair proportion of the Cutlass visible there, but it's had quite a few changes to it.
As you look a little bit closer,
So
you'll start
new
to pick out
manufacturer,
elements from other ships.
basically.
You've got, main thrusters that are from the Valkyrie.
This is what I
Even the
want.
bits
This is
that
what I
are
like.
Obviously a Cutlass have had panels welded on, panels removed. The top turret, which is now remote, is just this hodgepodge amalgamation with multiple other ships' turrets. And then the changes continue onto the inside where, again, it sort of feels Cutlass-like, but then you'll find there's bits of Crusader ships just integrated into the wall instead of what was there originally.
It has lost its side entrance, some of its cargo capacity, but what it's gained is it's gained visually more powerful thrusters. It's gained a really kind of nice set of belly thrusters. It's upped its firepower.
As ever, with the refined work from Gray's Market, you can see that great care was taken to the health and safety to ensure that there's no trip hazards anywhere.
There's like loose cables, panels are exposed. If you look carefully, you'll notice there are like tools laying around in the cockpit.
It's gained a toilet. Bucket.
Yeah, it's one for doing stuff, and then you need a second one to wash your hands. It's not an animal.
It has very much taken that ethos of Drake and moved it down a level, which I think is quite an achievement.
Just look at this thing.
I think it's quite an achievement.
I want it.
It's the Shiv.
Ah!
It better not cost a lot of money.
This is something new and different for Star System.
It's probably going to
Where
be
did it come
quite
from?
a few mil.
I'm not going to answer that.
Just
Nah, it better be like 2 million.
Gray goes to places and talks to people. I mean, you know,
Better be
there's just
cheaper
many
than that,
ways
actually.
to find these things that, you know, I mean, are they
Baby's first
legitimate,
gunship.
you know, manufacturers? No. Are they operating on the right side of the law? Maybe not, but, you know, money's money.
Does Gray have a motto, an ethos to live by?
It probably comes down to, don't ask where I got it.
Don't ask how we got it.
Don't worry about it. Just ask if you want it.
I think the Shiv is for someone that is looking for something a bit different, a bit away from the norm, that just wants something.
Those oil
unique.
rig platforms, that's on Hurston.
Definitely for
You
people
can go
who
there.
like a rustic aesthetic.
It's a fun ship, but it's also really strong, to be honest, and it's absolutely a statement.
There's one more, bro. They're gonna show the.
I'm happy with the 3 ship
Versus.
offerings. They are obviously very combat heavy.
There's something we wouldn't normally release all at once, but honestly, all of them are a different statement, and they're all cool.
As always, super excited to release these ships into the game and just see how players react and play with them. It's always fun to see the quirks and the shenanigans that people get up to with them. So that's talking ship for another year. So-
There it is.
So I've just been informed that we have to do a bit of a timeshare agreement this year. So we have to throw it over to Alexi for Talking Weapons, which is an extremely original name.
Okay.
I'm talking about the new edition that come out in October. The non-weapons are essentially the weapons that does not have a manufacturer, the weapons that you can think of that were made by space pirates.
Gray sells whatever he can sell.
Sometimes he gets his hands on some weapons that come from unknown origins.
He will sell things that no company
This
in
is
their
where that
right
gun came
mind
from.
would ever make.
These are the most kind of like scrappy and taped together and the most kind of like pyro-ish weapons that you can think of.
Right now we're releasing 3 new weapons. Rocket launcher,
That's what's on the table.
and the long-awaited Space AK.
Space AK.
I think this
It
is the
shoots.
one
It
that,
shoots ballistic
not
and
only
laser.
is
You're
the most
joking.
Man, but I've been
It
politely
has 2
badgered
barrels.
about
One
the
shoots bullets.
one
One.
rifle that basically fires energy and ballistic in sequence. So your first shot will be your ballistic, your second shot will be the energy. You'll see on the top of the art, there is a bolt that cycles the rounds, and that goes off with the ballistic shot, but it does not go off with the energy shot. And that is just like a really fun way of making a weapon work in kind of like a scrappy, glued together kind of aesthetic. The LMG, this thing is a really fun, slow-firing, hard-hitting beast.
It will bring the 50 cal, and the only other weapons that have this right now in the verse are the Bearing sniper rifle and the Coda.
Honestly, if you even get hit by one, you just instant tier 1 injury, back to medical.
Are you even trying anymore?
You know what? We made all these really complicated, fancy guns, and some people just want, I want a slow-firing rifle. Give me a scrap-together box that fires the biggest thing you can possibly find.
We don't have a rocket launcher of this caliber. To
It's
build 3
RPG.
grenades straight together that you
Literally a
put
fucking RPG.
in the tube and fire towards your enemies. The cool part about it will have an arming distance, so you will not be able to just point it towards an enemy.
It's also going to have a lot of spread. So essentially, you're going to have to get very close with your launcher to be able to
Dude, we can be space Hajis now. We can be space Hajis.
You try to aim it.
Okay,
we're
getting
in
arrested.
your head. So we were like, oh, we can't have an aiming apparatus for this. And then we realized, like, it's in the spirit of being a tube that you can't use the aiming apparatus, and you just kind of like, all right, I think that's the middle of the screen. I'm going to hit it.
It's in the spirit of being a tube.
Binoculars. Someone was showing me this.
Are we gonna talk about binoculars? Binoculars are really cool. We don't have anything like this in the verse, and I think it will be really convenient to use something that's dedicated to look for the things, especially far away.
So
instead
so
of
is
using
this
the
gonna allow us to do like 100x or something?
Have glint?
I'm not aware of this one. Probably not, because binoculars are not something that you need to be aware of.
It's really funny because obviously, due to glint gate, as I beautifully internally call it, basically there was a lot of community feedback basically saying like, oh, I really like spotting people. I really like playing a spotter. And essentially I was like, oh, this community wants to be able to spot people from distances. And what can we make gadget-wise that doesn't require new features? And it was like binoculars. And I prototyped a thing which essentially was just a scope in a hand, and it worked. So we've got some really cool binoculars coming that allow you to spot people from distances.
And how much damage do the binoculars do?
Depends on how you throw them.
Okay, I'm gonna use space. We're gonna pull up with an AK like, I don't know what I need.
That's
Get out
the
of
end
the
of this
space.
segment for this year, so that's talking ship and weapons, unless
Fire the two.
anyone else is going to come and tell me something else. It's been an exciting year, and I think the next year of ships
Someone's
is
gonna come
gonna
tell him
be
something
even more
else.
exciting
Come tell
and,
him something else.
expansive than this year.
Fuck you.
Nig.
No, it's not. Use a ginge.
Well. That is an eclectic bunch of combat ships for the verse, and they're all available right now up on the robertsspaceindustries.com store. Also, any minute now, there's going to be a PTU drop that includes all three, so you can fly them now ahead of their release next week when Alpha 432 goes live. 3 combat ships. I wonder
Wait,
if they'll have
those are
any
coming
additional
out.
uses coming up later in the show.
Next week.
That's a hint. All right, what else can I shill? Oh, there's merch.
That's weird.
We've got these cool new Levski desk mat
Oh,
things.
I want one.
These are always
On the
popular.
website?
There's some Levski metal posters on the store, and of course, love them or hate them, but you can't avoid them. There's this cool new Wickelow's Emporium t-shirt. Yeah. There's also a page published earlier today with a bunch of links to offerings from our third-party partners, from eye trackers to gaming chairs to voice packs to spaceship models from new partners like Planet Ring and Pigeon Spaceport and more. You can find all of that on the RSI website as well. And what else can I shill? Oh, for those of you who are at watch parties, where is it? Challenge coins. Who doesn't love challenge coins? There's these lovely Levski themed challenge coins if you're attending one of the 9 official watch parties around the world. There's also a digital one of these in the goodies pack, so you check those out. Don't leave today without getting your Levski challenge coin. All right, what else can I shill? Now I'm kind of tired of shilling. All right, let's find out some more about where we are. Simon, can we move? Can we do? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Pardon me. Here we go. Excuse me. Hi.
Wearing Jordans?
That's my best angle. Hey, I gotta be careful. Last year I took 3 steps and tore a muscle. All right, so this is the 9th floor of CIG Manchester's Manchester office. That's This is the room where we have lunch every day, and if you get here early enough, croissants, if the weapons team hasn't stolen all of them. Over here, we got some cool mannequins representing different aspects of the game. You got the
Mark Hamill.
Hurston security armor over here. That's really cool. You got your Dusters armor right here. You got this guy from a game that we're not talking about today. Marine armor. Yeah, it's all pretty cool. And then when you come over here, got a nice little recreation area. There's some sim pits over there for people who need to test that kind of stuff. We got this cool Krigeri Bengal carrier. Come over here, shoot it. Go down the nose here. Watch this. Very cool. I'm gonna go over here.
Yo.
Can you see me? Hi, Mom.
I loved that.
All right. So yeah, and
There's a guy in China. He built one that's like 100x that, bro. Not in size and detail.
John went to Washington D.C. Let's see, what else we got? We got cool Voyager bar here.
And literally a Orson bar.
We get all kinds of breakfast goodies, coffee, stuff like that. Hey, Who remembers the big coffee controversy of 2016, where everybody took to Reddit and pondered the question, do devs deserve coffee? I do. You want to see what next year's big controversy is? Check this out. I'm gonna come over here. Do devs deserve coffee? Welcome to the Stargarita machine. Yeah.
Yes, Jared. Yes, Queens.
Do
Hey.
devs deserve frozen deliciousness? I don't know. Go to Reddit and let us know. All right, let's see. Let's go over here.
He's a farmer, bro.
Competition. Oh, competition winners. We have the list of competition winners. Can we put that on the screen? Yeah, sorry, competition winners. Remember the competition for the CitizenCon winners? The people made the videos, and we gave them a Kruger L21 Wolf. We actually have the names. They're behind me. Look.
Geeking, chat.
Chad, he's literally geeked. He's literally geeking.
All right, that's cool. Also, everybody's got food. Do I have food here? Oh, somebody was supposed to save me pizza. All right, so we
Remember, you missed at the beginning of the
you guys saved
show.
me a lot of
He was like,
Let's see
Chris and Sandy are on vacation in Switzerland right now and are just really, really wishing they could be here.
Combine them.
Oh my god, what is he doing, dude? No, dude, he's crazy. Nice. That's crazy.
That's a CitizenCon throwback if you're not familiar with. So, I have now
At the beginning of the show, he was.
my own pizza
Oh my
experience.
god, no crafting.
And that is a terrible segue into our next segment. Gemma.
No.
Can we, Gemma, are you there?
Yes, Jared.
Can we fire up the
it, Gemma.
FPS crafting segment while I try to chew this off camera?
Oh, hell yeah.
Roll, BC.
I'm ready. You have my audible.
This is engineering too. This is what this is.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm locked the fuck in, dude. I'm locked in.
Star Citizen, at its heart, will always be an enormous sandbox experience where you can set out to tackle the universe in whatever ways you want. But that doesn't mean we can't shape parts of the universe here and there to better suit our needs. That goes for both you and us. Let's start this part of the show with a look at how crafting
I'm
is
getting
gonna
another
change
dab.
everything
I'm getting another
from
dab loaded in.
resource gathering, refining, and even combat
gonna grab a
when
beer.
it comes online in the next few months.
First version of crafting is going to be quite small in scale. We're going to use it as a kind of a concentrated effort to allow the players to experience the initial UI, the flow of gathering materials of different quality, and using those to craft items which are better than what they have currently in the game.
The first version is going to be primarily FPS items that you can craft, weapons and armor. For Star Citizen,
That's all stuff that's already in the
crafting is
game.
our primary progression mechanic. Star Citizen isn't your standard MMO. We don't have levels.
Cheers.
We have ships, we have gear, we have things that you create in the world, you perfect, you research, you improve. And those items, those ships, those vehicles, the armor and weapons, that's how you progress in Star Citizen. Crafting isn't just a progression mechanic for creating new items. It's also a fundamental change to how we handle resources in the game. The materials that you collect, how you refine them, quality matters.
Crafting the weapons, you'll be able to have some quality materials to influence the item stats on those weapons.
It'll be somewhat random, potentially weighted on the location of the material. Some will have a higher chance of higher quality. And once you take those materials to your crafting bench, the fabricator, you can use them to craft.
Taser gun for bounty hunting.
The different attributes will be increased based on the quality of the materials you
This
use.
is inside the
It's
Idris,
not
by the way.
just
Idris has a
iron
shooting
ore
range.
anymore, it's iron ore of the quality that you know will get you the stats for the item that you desire. And it's not just mining, it's essentially every resource we can get our hands on.
To support this, we also need major changes to inventory so that all of these new resources that you're collecting, you can see what you have, you can order it better, you can understand what you have in your inventory.
We won't have the new refining crafting system yet. We'll be using the existing ones. Those will pass the quality through into the refined materials, which you can then take to your crafting machine and start making your personal items. Once you have your blueprint and your quality materials that you've refined, then you can put them together on the item fabricator. This will be pretty much what we showed in last year's CitizenCon, with the UI letting you assign your quality resources to different aspects of the item. Once you're happy with what you see on the preview, you'll be able to click to craft, and it'll get queued up, and your result will be produced sometime later.
Different colors. You can use different color
You'll
stuff.
be able to
Your own
get
custom
the
color.
new crafting machine from shops in most landing zones. You'll be able to bring it up on your freight elevator and use it in your personal.
This is
hangar,
cool. Having
or
like
to
a
be able to
mobile
round and stick it on a
crafting thing.
ship
You can
if
just
you want to
put it
use
on a
from there.
ship. Yep. Use it in the field. You can craft stuff in the field, bro.
There'll be a small
Like,
amount
oh,
of
we
blueprints
looted a
you get
ship.
credit
Let's just
for
load that in
account,
there,
just
refine
to
it. Now it's in the
test,
pool,
mess
and you can
around,
craft
but
from
the
it.
vast majority of them will be earned through missions.
This is crazy,
and then
bro.
You can use that blueprint to craft the item that it is.
Ship
that you've got the
ammunition.
Blueprint for, so it should be a good reason to
Dude,
go
that
and
means we're gonna
test all
get
the
like
different
another
missions again.
1,000 commodities. There's
The
like
advantage of
4,000
crafting your
already.
own items is that they'll be better than anything that you could buy from shops. You'll be able to increase and improve item stats that are relevant to your gameplay. Maybe a gun will shoot faster, maybe it'll do some more damage, or your armor will have greater resistances against environmental effects or incoming fire.
These are new armors
The
for next
upgrade
patch.
and research, that will be coming in a subsequent release. We're happy with this initial scope for crafting.
It's going to be so valuable for us as devs to kind of get the metrics in, get the feedback in, because then we can make the changes that, you know, they only become.
Just wait, the
obvious,
Titan
so to
suit
speak,
is like
when
Space
you have
Marine
kind
armor,
of
bro.
Mass amounts of data and mass amounts of users.
It's coming,
So
it's
I'm
coming.
very excited to get it out in the wild.
It's our intention to get crafting out. in
Not
the
that
tech
one. That
preview
one's a
by the
new
end of the
armor
year
for
and
next
get the
patch.
testing we need so
Heavy
we can
armor.
release it when it's ready.
I love.
We're getting ultra heavy armor too, though.
They have isotopes. They even reference that, like,
So
yeah,
that's
location will matter
one
for
way
the context
you'll be
of the
crafting your
materials. It's
own
isotopes, bro.
experiences in the
Yeah,
Different context
I-
that different solar systems have
But
different
what about
ratios
those?
of fucking
Yeah,
Where do we
yep,
get
yep.
to hone in and craft
It's 1 to
bespoke
1,000.
experience here and there?
It can be isotope
individual or small
1
play.
all the way to
That's
1,000.
where instancing comes in.
1,000's
I'm gonna let
best, I
Benji
think.
Tell you a little bit more.
We're bringing instancing to Star Citizen in 2026. Why are we doing it, and how will it work? So if you've played any content in 2025 in Star Citizen, you know that most of these areas were in actual PvP zones where other players could interfere. Instancing is a means to create an environment where designers can create tailored content that's tuned to a specific group size, but it is also protected from outside interference. It's not to say that we don't love PvP. I'm a PvP guy. PvP me, bro. But like most MMOs, a good balance between a dangerous overworld and a protected instances is needed. Right now, we don't have this ability, and this is something we really need in order to give you a sense of progression that is
And again, it doesn't mean that the things that are in the game right now that they're going to instance potentially will be instanced forever. It's just like right now there isn't other things for people that are at the highest level to do besides vegetate and maraud and run around and just kill everything in sight. So
but at least
there's no protection against that. Like other games have that problem too, but they have instance content, so people stick around.
So before anybody says this is only a PvE thing, this technology can also be applied to unlock curated PvP experiences that are as seamless as the PvE ones. So it's not about one thing or the other.
Yeah, fleet
It's
battles.
really about
Like
unlocking
I challenge your ore
developers'
to
ability
a
create
fleet
curated
battle, and we're gonna fight, and
that
this is
said,
like the rewards
how
if
will
we
it
win
work?
and everything. Like, yep.
Instancing is really an evolution over
And,
static
like you could get
dynamic.
everybody online, and then you
We want
could
your
like Sea of Thieves, like where you do the thing like, oh, I want to go fight someone, and then everybody votes on it, and then like you like move into like their instance, right, somewhere nearby, and you engage them. Yeah, and they opted into that. It's not something that's just like, oh, like we got
You
trolled.
don't even see. The transition is just like a
Yep.
dynamic mesh transition.
Yup.
And so throughout the universe, we
This
will be
game's
able
version
to
of
add
that.
these areas that are open or closed instances that allow you to join in either with a party and have a reserved instance for your party, or join an open instances that has a number of slots. And so some of those areas will be completely instanced on different servers. This allows us to leverage the compute power of the entire mesh. The closed ones will be really to drive one piece of content. You enter and exit seamlessly, just like we do with your instance hangars currently. Let's go and find out what one of our first instances will be.
No way, they're bringing back Siege Orison.
Arisen was an event
No
we
way.
did
This is like one of the best events ever. It just the game sucked at the time.
The player had
This
to
is cool.
run through and progress through contested
And the
island
music, bro.
worlds.
Yes.
This
bro.
was a high-paced, high-intensity event.
This was super hard. This
But
was
it
the
struggled a
first
little bit
Star
from its
Tarkov
technical
ever.
execution.
Was this mission?
But now with the introduction of instancing, it gives us an opportunity to evolve it and modify it and make it
No
better.
way. This
for you
is
and a
coming
small
back.
group
This is
to
crazy.
work through that activity.
It is an event that I had the honor of
Yep.
pretty much
He got
solely
onboarded.
designing and building all of the logic and having the stress of trying to get it working.
Agent Dooley from the CDF puts the call out for volunteers because basically the Nine Tails have taken over sort of a cluster of floating platforms in Orison.
And you are there to kill these sort of lieutenants of this terrorist organization and take back control.
Yeah, you get shuttled in. It's a really long shuttle. It's like a 5-minute shuttle ride. And once you, the second you step off the shuttle, it's PvP. People can just be like on a building just waiting for you to walk off the shuttle. It was crazy. No ships can fly in until all the lieutenants are killed and all the key cards are to deactivate all the AA guns, and then ships can come in. You also can loot ships and ground vehicles and tanks and stuff. So like you're driving around cars during this too. Like you're not just on foot. It's crazy.
And some of you will be the people who push for the objectives to try and get sort of.
Yep, you gotta open the containers and you gotta disable the AA.
30 people. But when we released it, we fixed the problem with 2 DGSs on one server that was fighting for resources. And with that, we also upped the player count to 100. So when it first debuted, it was already too full for what it was designed for.
Yep.
It was a massive operation at the time. I think that bringing it back and giving it a refresher will be a fantastic addition back into the PU.
Yeah, I mean, I was really sad just even thinking that they might
if it was a
turn this,
public
like take this
event
off or
that
something.
You could go with your friends, or you could join up.
Like
with
they'd scrap
random
all the
players
work they did on
server.
this, but
there's lots of ways
doesn't look like
that
they are.
we want
It's good.
to take a look at Siege, how we can make it a more approachable piece of content.
I'm excited, to say the least, to bring back Siege of Orison to Star Citizen and to sort of have it be one of the first tests that we have for instancing and really get it back to sort of a core experience point where it should be. So while the next season is quite heavily focused on Nyx, I'm also very happy that we're not really ignoring our other 2 systems of Stanton and Pyro, and we're going back there and we're sort of improving and expanding on the player's life in those 2 systems as well.
Yes, and while things like Genesis, interstellar hauling, crafting, Siege of Orison, and more will reveal next year, we'll continue to bring life into the existing universe outside of Nyx. There's
Base
still
building.
one more exciting
Base
use
building.
for instancing we're building right now.
Base
It's an earlier
building.
look than normal, and some of it is still in white box, but we're excited to share the first look at a major content release of 2026 and what it means for progression-based gameplay. As an evolution of our Building Interior initiative, you won't discover it by accident, because when it's complete, it will be found deep within the heart of Levski itself. This is the Municipal Works.
Wait, what? Municipal Works?
So inside the facility,
Okay.
you'll find huge vaporization chambers, old processing plants, industrial tunnels, and eventually into the old turbines, which are still pumping heat into the old rock.
So this is the true history of Levski. This is a place where you won't see in Lorville, you won't see in I-18 or the other landing zone. It's the pure basis of Levski. You will have, of course, metal and tunnels and more structural plays, but you will also see a lot of rock and cave. So it's not a place you go to take vacation. It's really a place you go to fix stuff.
Not everybody has what it takes to come down there and do the job that needs to be done.
So this is like a high stakes engineering zone.
Everything's going to quite literally. And so the player is tasked with their group, most likely, to go into there.
Yeah, it's like a high stakes engineering zone.
So let me get this straight. This is literally a mission to fix the toilets of Levski.
It's not just the toilets. You're also trying to turn on the air. is a bit more important. It still works in Levski, but you know, they have like maybe polluted air because it's not being cleared
Sewage.
properly. It's not just for the toilet.
Poop mission.
It's also a little bit more exciting than just
Poop
going into
mission
some
is
vents. It's like
insane.
a free layered system where there's free
No one's
chapters.
making you do that, Jared.
This will be mission-driven and repeatable. Everything from mining to salvage to combat to investigation, a variety of roles. Narratively, it's a real sandbox. Every progression you do will unlock a new area that will link back to previous areas, complexifying the play space.
This is cool though.
We've been
So this
wanting
is
to
coming later.
have more gameplay around landing zones for a long time. Now that we have instancing tech coming online, that allows us to do something that provides really cool gameplay close to
Yeah,
a
I guess the
landing zone.
ASD's facilities in game now aren't instanced. I thought they were, but I guess yeah, nothing is instanced at all. That's why people can just be in there PvP gank you.
Which will enable us to create tailored
So-
content to you and your group. So you're going to be able to play a part of it, make your progress, and then log off. And then the next time you come online, you'll be able to pick up where you left off.
It's going to allow players to return back to it at different states, depending on how much you've progressed, and be able to keep it going until you've reached sort of the end of the whole three chapters.
So it's like a mission. I see.
It's you, your team, your party.
It's a way of giving players content where they know exactly where they're at and they can keep going back to it and improving sort of their own progress and ability to jump through them in faster and faster times as well.
So that's a look at how we'll be allowing players and developers alike to create more crafted experiences within the greater sandbox of the persistent universe. Okay, is that it for me at this point, Jared?
Almost. Throw it back to me, and I've got one more for you after this.
Back to you, Jared.
He's been taking people's drinks off their tables. You don't fool me.
Everybody's really excited about the year ahead. So that's a brief look at some of the ways in which we're allowing you and our developers to craft a more curated Star Citizen experience. Now, at this point in the show, we are in the home stretch. We've got only one more segment to go. But before we do that, we wanted to check out, we said earlier in the show that we would look at what you were saying during the show. We looked at how to put YouTube comments on the stream, and it was immediately apparent that we were going to lose our broadcast license, so we're not going to do that. We did find some social media stuff on Twitch, though, or Twitter, X. What is it called now? Let's see what this says. Let's see. We've got Welcome Back Levski from, I'm not wearing my glasses. Oh, no. Oh, time to suit up. Let's go get him, says Ubu. I really should have worn my glasses. Cue the bagpipes. That's the other game, Charlie Oscar. Let's see. Nice to see you live, Jared. Mom? Let's see. First Citizen Con after playing for almost a decade in Austin. Oh, nice. Straight out of Klesher, back to the Hex. Photos from Leicestershire. How do you say it? Is that Leicestershire? Leicester? Leicester? I've only been in the UK for 3.5 years. San Jose Bar Citizen Watch Party. Oh, somebody created a lovely Vandal mask there.
This dude is like the Ted
Sean
Lasso.
Tracy, can we get that in game? Just that,
video game
exactly. Just scan that, put that in game. All right, so that's a few reactions we're seeing on social media right now. Before we get to our big finale, or the thing we're going to wrap up the show with today, I did want to talk a little bit about Big Citizen Con versus Digital Citizen Con versus what we're doing today, which is Citizen Con Direct. Every year, Citizen Con is a monumental task for any number of people, whether that's development, marketing, the support teams, platform teams. Everybody comes together to make this thing happen and go off, hopefully without a hitch. And so far, we've been doing all right, other than some stuff in the room here. You know who you are. They had to know. But doing CitizenCon is not always the easiest thing for our developers. You might not assume this, but most game developers are not social butterflies. They tend to like to sit quietly in the dark at their computers, like little goblins, and just make digital virtual worlds like this. And then I come in all happy and like, hey, you want to be on video? And they're like, no. And I'm like, it's in your contract. And they're like, oh yeah. So we thought, we usually go behind the scenes afterwards, but we thought we'd do a little bit of it here.
At the beginning, he like stared in the camera and he made his eyes get really big and he was like, "Are you happy, Chris and Sandy, that you left me in charge of this? Are you regretting your decision all those years ago?" Like he was just like trolling. You got him, bro. It's fun.
8 or 9?
I love Star Citizen.
I don't know, man.
So much.
Did you like doing it?
Yes, I was completely terrified.
It was good. Bit stressful.
The first live one, I was a mess.
Weird combination of going from insane highs to insane lows.
Live ones.
Because?
It's over.
The live ones are pretty special.
Pre-samp's always fun, but the live events are special, aren't they?
Remember we were at that weird crack house in Ancoats? Right. I like the live ones. I mean,
Remember when we were at that weird crack house? You just slipped that one in there.
Been a digital one, and I'd like to
The lore master, narrative director guy who's been with the company for a really long
Didn't know
time.
if I was going to be sick, if I was going to lose my stomach.
How hard is it to keep your eyes open on stage?
That's another problem with the lights. They're kind of, I'm realizing through this sentence that I'm closing my eyes as I speak. Do I do that a lot?
I am a very shy individual, so this is me just trying to get out of my shell.
Getting the crowd to react to the ideas that we've been working on for so long.
We can react. Watch. Everybody. Yay!
I can feel your passion from here.
Cut the camera. Counting you down in like 30 seconds. I'm like, do I stand up? Do I sit down? Do I drink? Do I not? Do I talk?
This will be the best one yet. That's right. Because it's nice and short.
Is this all supposed to be usable content? Because I could be different.
Of all your nicknames, why is Moist Master your favorite?
I think you mean least favorite, and because it has the word moist in it. I mean, come on.
We'll give you a new nickname by the end of this.
Sounds good. Do
All
it
right,
one.
let's get started.
He's the water tech guy too. I know he's called the Moist Master.
I put that in there because I'm eternally grateful for all of the CIG staff and developers who take the time to appear on these things, whether it's ISE, SCL, CitizenCon, walk on stage, be pre-recorded. It's not the easiest thing for everybody. And on behalf of the community, if I can speak for them in this regard, I want to say thank you for participating in these things each and every year that we have them. Now, let's wrap things up here. So, let's see, how do I want to do this? At this point, we've only got one major story left to tell. But before we do that, we wanted to do one more check-in on something we started last year. Last year, Rich Tyler took the stage and presented his roadmap to 1.0. And we didn't want to go an entire year without talking to the senior game director himself to get his update on that 1 year later. So we're going to throw it to him, and we're going to go to our last segment, and when we come back, we'll say our goodbyes. And if you're at a watch party, it's time to get... I was going to say... that's not a word I can say on the camera. Let's just go. Let's just throw it back to me. Go to me from 1 week ago. Last year, Senior Game Director Rich Tyler took to the stage and revealed our plan for 1.0. Now, before we end this year's CitizenCon Direct, we wanted to take a few moments and follow up on that reveal from last year, to do as we've done today and look at the year ahead. So, Rich, thanks for taking the time to join us.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're going to jump right into it. Everybody knows the only constant in game development is change. So I'm going to ask you outright, what's changed about the road to 1.0?
Well, fortunately, nothing. It still remains our North Star. The team is busy working towards that goal in the background, and every patch this year has moved us towards that goal. And if you haven't watched the Star Citizen 1.0 presentation from last year, I highly recommend you do so, because everything in it is still relevant as of today.
You mentioned every patch this year has moved us towards that goal, so I want to dig deeper into that. We've done, at this point, 9 releases in this year, more than any year prior. How does each one of these not just sit as their own moment in time, but move us forward on this road to 1.0?
Well, last year I discussed the framework of 1.0, how all those complex systems can tie together. And one of the core aspects of that was the main story, which became the spine of the universe, which brought all of the locations, mission givers, guilds, and all the different areas of the game to the players. Now, what I didn't talk about from last year was all of the content that was going to support that framework, add the flesh to the bones, should we say. And I think that's where this year has moved us towards that goal. If you think about previous events of previous years, they've generally been locations that we've put into the verse, but they've been transient. We've taken them away, like Siege of Orison or Zenithreat. We've added them to game, and then they've been moved away. And I think with the addition of the patches this year, when you look at the Hathor facilities, Onyx facility, these are permanent additions to the world that not only have their own story, as when we release them with the patches, but they'll also become points of interest and areas that the larger 1.0 narrative will utilize.
Since we're on story, I'm going to stay with this here. Since we launched the PU back in 2015, it's always been this sandbox where players can do what they want. They can bring their own story to the verse, and that'll never change. But how important is it that we also build this concurrent narrative of our own, this crafted experience, if you will, alongside it?
Well, we're trying to create a living, breathing universe. And that includes both the player stories that you mentioned, that they can go and enjoy and create their own memories together. But it also means that we want to have a universe that gives back. We want areas and locations to feel like they're believable and real-life locations. And if you look throughout this year and the patches that we've worked towards, we've had an overarching story that's moved from patch to patch, and we're going through some of those cycles right now. We've also been introducing mission content that has fully voiced dialogue and facial animation, which allows us to inject some of the meaning and the why to what you are doing as a player. And I think story is integral to Star Citizen as a connective tissue that ties all of these different complex systems together, because it takes players on that journey throughout the game.
To see this big turn this year to start injecting story into the verse, I think people are really responding to it. So everybody knows, and you mentioned just now, that this year we changed a whole lot about how we operate and how we release things. How do you think that's gone?
I think it's gone very well. I think if the mantra that I've always been pushing this year at the beginning of January was patch always goes. And I think this year has seen a different development strategy for how we've been moving the game forward. That's where this different strategy has allowed us to really take a wider approach. And we also have to remember that Star Citizen is played by tens of thousands of players every day. And while we have lofty future goals, we still have to make decisions right now that make the game fun for people that are playing it all the time, and playing it as their daily game. If you look at previous years, we've had to hold a patch back, we've had to make concessions, mainly due to around a feature may not have been ready or right to go into there.
There were 3 months, 4 months, sometimes 5 months between patches.
Exactly, and I don't think that's good for anybody. I don't think it's good for the players. I don't think it's good for the development team. I think it's better to have regular cadence of drops. One good example is this year for A Line of Mine. People probably don't know, but A Line of Mine, when you turned on the laser, it was actually supposed to reveal the Sandsworm Valakar. And I played it, and it didn't hit the quality that I wanted to go into the game. So we changed, and I took it out, and I made that decision alongside Chris and Erin, and we've held that back, and we're going to work on that towards a future patch. But I think definitely the more regular cadences has had the multiple benefits, and like I said, I want to dispel a myth right here, right now. Like, features are still being worked on quite heavily in the background, from radar and scanning in FPS, the new quantum, the inventory, engineering and crafting, and all of those features are going to be coming very, very soon for players to get their hands on. And, you know, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to sit here and say that if I was to go back to the start of the year, I would hope that we would have released more features. But I also think every decision we've made this year has been through the lens of making the live experience as stable and as good as possible.
Absolutely. All right, so that's a bit about the year before. And the year before has been, I've said this before, I've said it internally, I've said it out there, I'm going to say it right now again on camera. I think this has been the best year of Star Citizen ever, and I'm willing to look right into the camera and say that. The player numbers are up, engagement numbers are up, the length of the play sessions are up, bug numbers are down, 30K is gone. It's been a solid year. But CitizenCon isn't CitizenCon without talking about the future, so I want to move us to the future. We've talked about story, we've talked about this more diegetic, immersive universe and adding voice lines and stuff like this. But where do we go from here? Obviously that continues, but what more are we going to do to make this universe seem alive and real and breathing?
I think the biggest thing is to start having that conversation be two-way. So if you think about this year, like you mentioned, we've been having fully voiced NPCs, but a lot of those missions and those NPCs, they're talking to you, they're talking at you. Right. You don't get to talk back to them. Now obviously you get to interact with them through your actions, you get to go and do their mission, and you get to move that along, and then they talk to you again. But it's a one-way conversation.
We're missing that conversation wheel.
Exactly. The next part would be physical mission givers. That's something that we're going to be working towards very soon. With Battaglia being the first one coming back in the verse. And just to be clear, we will be bringing all the mission givers eventually back, and we want them to be an integral part of the verse and the story that players go and enjoy. We want the locations to be brought to life, and as we mentioned last year, we want to have interactive scenes that you can go and be part of. And obviously the full end goal is towards, to have cinematic stories in the game, and that is what we're going to be pushing towards. Everything we do, every decision we make is through the lens of moving us closer to 1.0. It might sometimes be difficult to see why those decisions have been made at the time they've been made, but rest assured that Star Citizen 1.0 is still our North Star. That's what we're still aiming towards, and that's what we're going to be moving forward with every patch next year as well.
And remembering when mission givers were first introduced, they sometimes became a bottleneck. Is there a role in instancing, which we learned about earlier today? Is there a role for instancing in that, in helping with mission givers?
Yes, partially. It will be one mechanism that will allow us to have players go to their own individual area of the verse, have that conversation, and then go and continue on into the open world environment. So I think that's where, when we look at instancing provides us one tool that allows us to remove that bottleneck and provide a more seamless experience.
Happy you said that, because that's one of our last topics I want to get to, is how we reconcile instancing with the persistent universe. Like, for the last 10 years now, we've been building this giant, seamless, persistent universe where everybody can come in and play together. And it would be easy to have a first instinct reaction to the idea of instancing and say that's antithetical to everything that Star Citizen is. But you mentioned last year these 3 pillars of building Star Citizen in the PU, and I want to, you said nothing changed, but I want to ask you about this specifically. What are those 3 pillars again, and how does instancing fit within the greater design of Star Citizen?
So the 3 pillars I mentioned last year were open world. That's just like the missions you love today. You can go and play, there's other players there, and you can go and enjoy that together. Then we have instancing, which I'll talk a bit about more, but similar to municipal works that we've talked about previously. And then the 3rd pillar was dynamic content, which would be content that's generated by the activities of the players. And I think it's very easy to become myopic around one specific thing when we're talking about it a lot, when it's the next stage of our development. And I think you could reverse it. If we'd have made a game that was all instance, and then I'd come on camera and said, hey guys, we're going to start doing it open world, it would be like, oh, is the game changing? Are we doing open world now? Is open world the new North Star that's going to take us this way? And it's not. It's just one more tool that's going to allow us to offer different and dynamic experiences for players to go and engage in. Now, when I talk about instancing isn't always what you'd imagine as a solo instance experience where it's only just you. We're going to have several different versions of instances. Some are going to be closed instances, which will be like the new player experience. We'll be able for you to go in by yourself, for us to teach you the ropes in a safe environment so that you can understand how to play the complex game that we've made. But we'll also have open instances. like a cantina or a bar, where we might say, hey, we only want 50 people to come in here because we've got mission givers and we've got other NPCs for you to talk to, and you would just walk in and it would be seamless. You wouldn't know that there was an instance, it's not going to get a loading screen, you would just seamlessly walk into that location, it would be full of other players and NPCs, and you can go and enjoy the content. And that's, I think, something that instancing is going to provide us. It's going to give us a tool to offer different dynamic content, or curated content, as I'd say. It allows us to create experiences that are different to the open world experiences that we've already made. And it's not to say that we won't continue our open world development or only do instance content. It's going to be a mix. And like I said, this is one of the pillars that will move us towards 1.0. We will eventually work on dynamic content that will move us towards 1.0. And all three of those pillars will interweave to create a full Star Citizen experience.
All right, so we've hit a lot of the bigger topics, the feature work, engineering, and FPS crafting coming to tech preview soon, and stuff like this. We've talked about instancing and how that's going to work within the universe. But I want to ask you this one last big one. It's very easy to say Star Citizen is this kind of game and that kind of game. Those of us who spend our days making it know better. It's an everything game. It's everything we can make it game. It just is. But at the core of this is still spaceships. That life of spaceships. What more can you tell us about spaceship gameplay in the future? What can you give us? What can you tee up for us to look forward to for those of us who are really into Star Citizen with the spaceships?
Our intentions going forward are to make sure that every ship or ship archetype that you acquire has a role and has content that you can go and enjoy in the universe. For example, right now I know that we're working on more robust mining missions, more robust salvage missions. We're going to be working on refueling missions. And we want to make sure that each and every one of the ship has a purpose and has a reason to exist in the game. That's from the smallest Argo MPUV, as well as ground vehicles, all the way up to the large capital ships. We want to give them purpose. And I think it's something that we are absolutely aware of. We want to make sure that we're building that spectrum of content to allow players to go and engage in. And I think 2026 is going to be a very good year for Star Citizen. And I think there's going to be something that's very interesting and something that a lot of people have been waiting for. But rather than me spoil it, I'll let Ian and the team go into the details on
Base
it.
building.
Twinkle in his eye. Ian, take it away.
So the persistent universe has existed for over 10 years now. During that time, we've created lots of gameplay systems, we've added hundreds of locations, we've added lots of mission activities for different purposes: combat, cargo, mining, salvaging. But for combat ships, the only thing you've been able to do is fight other combat ships. In 2026, this changes. We're going to be delivering a spaceship focused activity space which incentivizes the use of different gameplay roles. These are going to be scenarios where you're going to have to plan and strategize and create operational tactics to overcome your objective. So what you're going to see is very early. It's early in the pipeline process, and it's going to come online about mid next year. But we're really excited about the content we're creating, so we want to share with you a super early look at what we're building in a space we're calling Tactical Strike Groups.
Okay.
The People's Alliance are still trying to get to the bottom of what this new faction is really doing in the Nix system.
They've sent a capital ship to check out a station and run into more than they can take care of themselves.
Unfortunately, that team came under attack and members of their groups were taken hostage. Now they've reached out to Intersec, who've reached out to you to help recover the pilot. Of course, it's unwise to do this alone, so you'll need to put a team together to attack the station.
When you arrive, you will have this big asteroid, kind of broken asteroid, and on this you will have this base where you will find three big arms. You will see in the middle, you will have this big energy core. Everything here has a purpose. It's not just for the show, just something nice to see.
You'll see a People's Alliance-owned Idris that's just on the outside, and it's going to be getting harassed by this unknown faction that you have met before.
So your first objective here is to clear out the ships. There'll be waves in there, so this is where you want your light or your medium or your heavy fighters, whichever playstyle you prefer.
So while one part of your group is dealing with the fighters, now it's time to actually assault the station.
This station has been outfitted to resist all of the obvious way of attacks.
Somehow they've incorporated Vanduul capital ship killing turrets. These turrets ignore small fighters, and they have the firepower to destroy even the biggest capital ships.
Your Polaris and your Idris, if you get it close, it will get shredded. The idea
mental.
of these is so we can sort of make it so we can mix up that ship combat, and not everyone can just bring the biggest ship and win just because they have the biggest ship.
You have to send out your best pilots to navigate the superstructure and take down anything that may damage your bigger ships. So at this point you're thinking, destroy the turrets, but it's not that easy. This turret has shields that you've never seen before. It won't take any kind of damage. Your missiles won't do anything, your lasers won't do anything, your ballistics won't do anything to them. But like everything, they do have a weakness. You have to cut the power to their shields. To do that, that actually brings you to your first objective, the power relays.
So the exterior has a number of power relays that are holding the doors closed so that you can't get in.
You have to find them, you have to target them, and you have to destroy them. But it may not be as easy as it seems.
Here's our first wrinkle. The power relays have their own shields that are resistant to energy-based attacks.
We know how much you like using laser repeaters, but so do these guys.
What's up?
Capital ship can't get close enough because of the turrets.
So ships with explosive or ballistic ordnance.
1 second. This is almost
Torpedo
over.
Ships like your Retaliator or Gladiator, or even another fighter with ballistics loadout. That's going to take you a while.
Once the power relays have been taken down, the station opens up.
And this is where things get really
Like
cool.
we have a lot of Swiss Army knife like ships in the game, so they're just saying that you can't just walk through this event with the biggest ship or a Swiss Army knife ship. You need multiple rolls.
I feel like this is a proud dad moment. Thank you, Jared.
We're just going to call it what it is. It's a trench run.
Trench run.
This music is sick.
So as you enter
is
the
fucking
structure,
badass.
you'll see cooling units along the sides that you'll need to take out. There's 3 arms to the station that have these trenches.
Dude.
You'll fly into one, and then there'll be a core in the center, and then you'll move out another trench.
You're either gonna do it multiple times, or you need to bring friends.
At this point, the core is still protected, so these are essentially strafing runs.
There are objects to avoid. You're going to have to be able to dodge.
Yeah, so if you want to solo it, you gotta do it like 3 times. That's crazy.
Because the shield generator that you're targeting.
I've been feeling, bro. I've been thinking. I'm like, what ballistic weapons do I want to use? Because we're gonna need ballistics.
So once the cooling units are out, that exposes the core to overheat, which means that you can attack it from the inside and also from exhaust ports on the outside of the station.
Oh, Eclipse? Hell yeah.
This core is armored and just takes a whole lot of damage. Once the power core goes down, the turrets come down, and then the capital ships can get closer. Why is that important?
And do you need
Because
size
during
10?
all of this, you spend a lot of ammo and munitions and ballistics, and you're going to want to top up.
This is where we're gonna get our new feature in. Ship hanger, refueling, and rearming.
Oh, the Polaris! We can refuel people.
Land in the hangar of select ships and be able
Yeah.
to same interface as you are right now at stations to refuel.
I can stock the Polaris, and you can pull up and get everything you need.
And the Polaris and other ships that are designed to have other ships land inside them.
Of course, it'll be more than just those two ships, and you'll find out more once we get closer to release. But this is a
More
really
than just
important
those two. It's like what other ones? I'm gonna call it right now. It's gonna be Anvil Liberator, Drake Ironclad,
Storm allow you to set back up and head back out.
Misk, the one Yuri has. I can't remember what it's called. Star Lancer Tech.
So while the fighters are protecting the Idris, what's happening at the station? Well, that's where the dropships come in.
Now
And then
you
we gotta get
take
somebody
a
inside.
Fire team in. You've got to land. You've got to fight through an onslaught of FPS enemies that belong to this unknown faction, and you've got to open a hangar door which will allow you to release captives from the station. After you've opened the doors and that person's taken off, you've just got to make sure they get to safety.
So at this point, all of this sounds pretty simple, but there's an additional complication.
So up until this point, it's just been you versus the enemies in the station. But the enemies in the station have their own enemies.
The Van Duel neighbors who really don't like these guys for some reason will come in and wreak havoc on everything.
And they're not going to discriminate between you and the station. They're out for blood. When you alert the Van Duel by destroying the power core that the station's now vulnerable, you're on a time limit. Van Duel are coming, they're going to come hard, they're going to keep coming, you're going to have one hell of a fight.
Driller. Called it. Fucking called it. Driller. Dude, this is what the new Driller looks like? That's crazy.
Tactical strike groups. I'm personally so invested in this. So throughout 2025, we created a variety of content. Some of it was very focused on FPS combat. So personally, driving a more vehicle-based experience was very important to me. This is a defining statement that I want to do in 2026. We're a spaceship game. There are prized possessions. They're the objects we fall in love with. This is the content we want to create, which creates scenarios and roles for you to use those spaceships. We won't get to all roles initially, but we should see this as a landmark, a position where we can see a gameplay space which incentivizes the use of different ships and scenarios to clear objectives and complete missions in a variety of roles. And in the future, we can use this to expand on. So I hope you're all just as excited as I am for tactical strike groups. They're gonna be fantastic.
Okay. Why do you still have the puppet? John, come home. All right, so tactical strike groups. You know, it's been a long road for the last 10 years the PU's been around. We've done lots to build stuff for mining ships and for salvage ships, and as Rich said, we're currently building out even more for those, and our first refueling missions coming online in 2026. But combat missions. Oh, hi. Aaron Roberts. Aaron Roberts. But finally having enough of the foundation in place that we can begin to build real spaceship operations. Hesitate, in any other MMO they'd call dungeons. It's really exciting for me, and that's why we're ending the show this year with that. So yeah, that's been CitizenCon Direct. Thank you for taking the time to share this with us. Again, this is just a glimpse at some of what's coming in 2026. I've seen the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat like, oh, you're spoiling everything. I promise, we ain't. So before we let you go, that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as with every CitizenCon, the last word shouldn't be mine. It should belong to our founders and CEO. So take it away, Chris Roberts.
I hope you enjoyed this glimpse into some of what the team is cooking for the near future. Of course, we're not going to spoil
He said the
everything that's
cooking
currently
word.
in progress,
He's
and many
he's
features
hip,
we haven't discussed
kids.
today are in active development, like base building, social, and trade tools that are very much a priority.
Let him
These,
cook.
along with bringing the final polished features from Squadron 42 into the persistent universe, will make next year the most exciting yet for Star Citizen. Finally, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to everyone at CIG for working so tirelessly and with so much passion to deliver something that is already special and will only get more so as we continue. And of course, to all of you for making all this possible with your support and feedback. We couldn't do this without all of you, something that I and the team appreciate every day. We are very lucky to be allowed the time and the money to build a game of all of our dreams, something that is only more apparent as the video game business becomes more monolithic. We are one of the few large independents left standing, and there is no way we would be allowed to dream as big as we are on an original game and take the time to achieve that dream if we were part or funded by any of the few remaining mega game companies. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you all in the verse this coming year.
Mr. Kitty Cat. Yeah. Was that it? Was that the whole thing? What are they doing in there? There's no surprise, that's it. Okay. Yeah.
Gingang.
Ginga Gunga? Alright. That was it. That was it, chat. Well, you missed it. There's a lot more before.
I did miss a chunk of it, yeah.
Go back and watch it. It's good. The show, the new system we're getting next month, it's gonna have all the new Planet Tech stuff on. Oh my goodness! Let's watch myself on. Yeah.
Or you can watch me.
No. How about no?
Armored Core is a fucking amazing game, okay?
No. Change this. Alright, that should be better now. And then I gotta load up Battlefield again. And then I gotta look at what Josh you want to show me. Better not be graphic. What do you want to show me, Josh? Josh.
Oh, this.
I see it. Is that the Lord icon or?
No.
So you suck. So you're trying to show me how much you suck. You don't even have a skin. Where's your skin?
This is my alt.
What the sligma, bro? You're playing DD, bro. Double D man. You're the double D man, bro. How's it feel?
I'm gonna touch you. Did you see?
I'm seeing it.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't understand.
We're just. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
My PC's frozen.
Did you?
I tuned in his stream, he activated the ability, and then it just froze my whole PC. Thanks for that. So, is she warm right now? No. I'm gonna pour ice water on my computer to make it run faster.